Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Hi, good to see you. You will notice that we are down a few people this week. Yes, we are missing Rose and Florian. They have things to do, but the current action, as we left it last week, includes only Hannibal and Sid. We have everybody we need for that scene right here. So we're gonna go with that.
It's great.
Uh, Talk about where Drusilla is, what she's doing in the moment when we get into the session. But yeah, so hello, welcome. Justin, any channel announcements or anything to start with?
Yeah, that's a good question. Um, so I mentioned the campaign two, or technically our second streamed Wednesday night campaign. Technically, the artist Mizumai, it was open for commissions. They are no longer open for commissions. So, womp womp. Uh, the art's very good though, so you should be excited to see it when we start our next campaign on Wednesday nights. Speaking of our next campaign on Wednesday nights, with Sam's beautiful face that's in it, it's going to be starting an hour earlier going forward, just because job commitments in the morning the following day that I will possibly be delving into. So, and also other people have early morning jobs. So, we're going to be starting an hour early. That's 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. But that time change will actually be starting earlier than our next campaign. It'll be starting, I think, depending how this Wednesday session goes. Most likely either the Wednesday after the 24th, so the first Wednesday of March, or the second Wednesday of March when the party fights Asmodeus. Because that's going to be a long session, most likely, because they are fighting a
Oh yeah.
god. So
Yup.
starting an hour earlier might be the best. But that's what's happening for our Beneath the Tide slot at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. It's going up to 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. I was going to say something else. Just let me collect my thoughts real quick. And then after that ends, after Beneath the Tide ends, which we're very close to ending, 94 episodes next week, 94th. Holy fuck! Um, it's 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 holy moly. Um, Longest campaign I've ever ran. Anyways, it's ending soon, so the week after it ends, the cast of that game aren't going to be streaming anything. We're all going to be getting together on Zoom at our same time to do our session zero because session zeros are very good to do. And we can discuss safety stuff and what people are okay with, people are not okay with. But specifically, I want to ask my players what they want to see in the campaign, what they want to do, and then I can cater towards that because that's fun. Um, and then bringing in all the lessons I've learned DMing this campaign for 2 years. So it's going to be a very different start than it was for Beneath the Tide because it'll be have more experience behind it.
You're not gonna kill off
Nope,
every friend we have in the first session.
nope. And not throw a
Who
deadly
would do
encounter.
that?
Me.
And me.
Yeah, true. So look out for that. It's gonna be really cool. The next campaign is called Embers of Autumn. I still need to figure out why I called it that.
Isn't that the best when you come up with a name for something and then you're just like, okay, now I gotta figure out it's cool, but I can figure out why that is
I
what
originally
it
knew
is.
why I picked the name, but now it doesn't make sense. But I've already locked in the name, so whatever.
Oh, nice.
I'll figure it out. It takes place in autumn, so at least it makes sense. Well, it starts in autumn. Anyways, yeah, that's what's happening. So we're doing a session zero the week after Beneath the Tide ends. After that, we're doing a Dread one shot called Tooth and Claw. Da, 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 da. But it's not Jurassic
Da, da.
Park for copyright reasons. But you can watch everyone play themselves in that. And then after that, we're going to be doing a one shot called Ogden's Archaeological Society, which is going to be a 20th level one shot for our one Beneath the Tide character, depending on how the Beneath the Tide campaign goes. And everybody else will be playing 5th level characters as they explore a pyramid, a cursed pyramid. It's going to be interesting.
20th level wizard, 5th level for everybody else.
Yep. It's going to be great.
Ogden, take care of everything.
It's going to be great.
Fireball.
Just fight an ancient red dragon, but
We're just the sidekicks, is really
it's
what
gonna
this
be
is.
great. And then after that, we'll be doing our first session of our next campaign. Yay!
Yeah.
As for announcements, though, like actual cool announcements, if you want to listen to all of our Wednesday night games, you can check those out on Anchor.fm because it's our podcast stuff. I would love to do all of the shows that we do and put them on the podcast, but that would be a lot of work for me. Like, so much. So I'm currently thinking about it. Um, and I might do that once everything kind of restarts in time slots, like whenever this campaign ends, whenever the Thursday night campaign ends. I might kind of time it all together when everything's kind of fresh to make it, less stressful. We also have a Patreon, which I never talk about, um, which I'll post in the Twitch chat. I need to update the Nightbot message because I don't want it. You can't affect the outcome of the games anymore because that's bad. But I'll be offering free little mini adventures and dungeons every month for the $5 tier. So if you're donating more than if you're funding more than $5 or more on our Patreon, you're gonna get some free little adventures every month. On the first adventure, hopefully all the time I put into it gets some Patreons because it's coming out in March. So the first day of March will be the first free dungeon. It's called the House on Bent Hill. We ran an actual campaign about it, but I've decided to release that adventure less deadly, less weird, and as a kind of like a little adventure to get your party started in the Forgotten Realms. It's the first level to second level. And it's a haunted house, which is like, why not? So that'll be the free adventure for March if you're $5 Patreon tier something.
Nice.
And yeah, we're donating money for Color of Change indefinitely because it's a great charity, and they do a lot of great work, especially because you know I lost my train of thought. This is a great charity. They do a lot of great stuff for the Black community, and it's good stuff. So the links there in chat. You can donate to it. And if you can't donate to it, that's fine too. I understand. This pandemic's fucked a lot of people's jobs over, mine included. So yeah, that's it. I think I talked a lot. I rambled, but I think that's it.
Okay. So to recap.
Oh God.
Let's see. So last week we started off with a nice lighthearted moment where Drusilla discovered the particulars of the power she absorbed from the wind well way back when they did that. Y'all were there in that. Which meant she could fly at a fly speed of 400 feet per round. However, she could not go slower than 400 feet per round, and stopping was an issue. So Sid and Drusilla had a little bit of a misadventure in the gardens before deciding to go off to the beach to practice and learn to hone this power so that Drusilla would not be like crashing into things and dying. During which time she learned to stop was the biggest thing. After that, they came back. The two of them came back to the house, realizing they never told Ilvim and Hannibal that they were going to be gone, and arrived back just in time to find Ilvim and Hannibal hiding underneath their beds, who jumped out and tried to scare them. Hannibal successfully did. I think Drusilla made the.
I'm so sorry.
I think Drusilla successfully noticed, or no one's made their perception checks. Ilvim got thorn whipped, and then Sid was checking his bed when Hannibal turned into a little gremlin, little like 3 foot tall Hannibal, and just sprinted out from underneath, grabbed Sid's ankles and then ran out from underneath the bed. And Sid spent the next couple minutes standing on top of the headboard, just like, what the fuck was that? Hannibal then came in and angrily Sid smacked Hannibal in the face with one of the pillows, only to discover that Hannibal had already filled it with tomatoes.
Yep.
Which that prank came back to bite Hannibal. That was so funny. Ilvim then let everybody know that they had a performance at a local poetry club in town, where they would be performing that night. So they wanted to let everybody know and tell them, like, you can come watch if you want. Like, you don't have to, but you totally can. And that place was called, where did I put it? The High Tide Club. There it is. Run by a gnome named Miss Gierna Othal. The rest of the party kind of hung out for a bit, did some stuff, and before eventually going to the High Tide Club and Sitting around waiting for Ilvum to perform, Hannibal got a disgusting mixed drink with no alcohol in it. He liked it.
Yeah.
But as things went on and Ilvum did not show up to perform, Sid went investigating, went into the back and discovered that Ilvum's dressing room was empty, and there was a note, like ripped piece of a note from a strange language that Ilvum had translated, that I believe Drusilla, of all people, was able to identify as the language of Farathan with a successful history check. Asking around some of the other performers backstage, discovered that Ilvum had left with two strange individuals out the back door into the alleyway, and they appeared to be having some kind of argument in a foreign language, presumably also Faerith. They went looking for Ilvum, only to discover that they were basically being taken north out of the city. The note that they had picked up said something about a fire at a building near the light, or near a clock tower, or a clock tower building near the docks. So they all started heading towards the suzerain's lighthouse, only to see the building burst into flames as they were passing by. Drusilla took to the air and went to the suzerain's lighthouse to basically be like, hey, this is happening, and one of our siblings got kidnapped. And Hannibal and Sid went to the building to help out, ran inside, successfully managed to save many people, busting open doors, helping them out, and Hannibal also used a giant wall of water to put out the source of the fire. Looking out the alleyway, they saw the culprit running away towards a wagon. They gave chase, running after the wagon, both of them fast enough to keep up with a running horse. And then Sid managed to get up onto the wagon, fighting the Inquisitor inside, along with a couple of his compatriots. Hannibal shrunk the wagon, put the wagon back to its normal size, animated the wagon, just generally messed up everybody. And we ended things as Sid tackled the Inquisitor off the back of the wagon. The two of them landed on the ground. The wagon is about to start speeding away. Sid is at very low health, and we ended as the Inquisitor used his paladin ability, lay on hands, on himself, and healed a significant amount of hit points. And that's where we're going to start with a new initiative roll, because I forgot what we had last week.
Okay.
So roll initiative.
That'd be a 19.
19.
Hey!
Sorry, give a -1. Okay. So, 19.
19 plus 0.
19.
That was a 16 plus 3. So I'm a fast little boy.
I want to multi-class into Barbarian. Let's go.
Let's go.
No, I don't think I will. Don't multi-class as a caster. It sucks sometimes.
Unless you know what you're doing.
But what if you multi-class as a caster into another casting class?
If they're compatible, it can be okay, because there's the spellcasting, combined spellcasting rules, but it's still weird.
Yeah.
Now I'm just imagining a sorcerer and a wizard.
Get some meta magic. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
So, that will put, actually, alright, that will put us at, Sid, you're up first.
Oh god. I am bleeding everywhere. My blood, so much of it is out of my body. I would like to action disengage,
Okay.
if I may, because I don't know if we're in combat still. Yes, we are.
You are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Initiative is, yeah. You're both prone, but yeah.
Fantastic. So, I'm prone. Well, I'm gonna get up and action disengage.
Okay.
And move away from him whatever movement I have left after getting up, which is half my movement. So, Jesus Christ, what's half of 45?
Let's call it 20.
Okay.
22.
22,
So-
but yeah.
So I will
22 feet away.
move.
There's
I will
no grid.
move.
22.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I will move 20 feet away from him.
Okay.
And then bonus action, just throw a dart.
Okay.
Just for shits and giggles.
It is disadvantaged because he is also prone.
That's totally okay.
Are we killing this person?
I was thinking hold for questioning
Okay.
as I'm running.
Hannibal, who is 90 feet away, by the way.
I got reach. I got reach.
I know.
That's 18 plus 6.
Oh yeah,
To
that
hit?
hits. Oh yeah, that hits. Dead.
Oops.
And I will take that 4 piercing damage.
Okay, 4 piercing damage. Yeah, it looks like he is significantly healed after
All right.
after that the lay on hands, but still that does some damage. You get a dart into him. Okay. Anything else?
Movement action bonus. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Pray.
Hannibal, that'll bring us to you.
40 feet of movement because I'm on Transmuter Stone.
Yep. Okay, so you're 50 feet away now.
Toll the dead. I need a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save. All right.
I never use this one.
That's a fat 5.
So that's 2d12.
Nice.
Nice.
But terrible damage. 4 necrotic damage.
Oh boy. Your damage roll matched his save.
Yeah. That's sad.
We're gonna take him down 4 hit
Do I
points
have
at a
anything as a
time.
bonus action? 2-weapon fighting. Can't do that. Okay. I will hang out 50 feet away.
Okay. 50 feet away. Okay. All right, then that will bring us to the Inquisitor. Who, let's see, half movement to stand up. He's gonna push himself to the feet. The wagon is starting to pull away. We'll move on the basically the next initiative
I haven't been
order.
hit yet, Stinky.
Yeah, stands up and looks around. You both are 5 feet out of his movement range right now, basically.
Fuck.
Hilariously enough. But yeah, he's gonna stand up, look back and forth between the two of you. Just kind of rolls his neck, picks up the long sword, says, "You are only delaying the inevitable. Let's at least get some entertainment out of this." And then he is going to move his the other 15 feet of his movement closer to Hannibal, and then a full 30 feet of movement closer to Hannibal. So he's going to end his turn 5 feet from Hannibal.
Cool.
Just marching his way over to you. You can see that underneath the guard uniform that he's wearing has armor as part of it, but he was clearly wanting. It looks like he would prefer more armor.
Nice.
But that is his turn. On the next turn, next initiative is the people on the cart.
Did I end concentration on awaken? I animate. I did. Fuck.
Did you? I don't think you did.
I guess I didn't.
Because I don't think you've cast any concentration spells.
That's right. Ha 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 ha.
However, what is the there is a maximum range on awakening or on.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the spell details right now.
Yes.
It was animate objects, right?
Yeah, animate object.
500 feet, I think. Let me double check.
Okay.
I can mentally command it if it's within 500 feet.
Okay. So then, that is going to. There's you didn't give it any commands this turn, so it just keeps doing what it's doing.
Yeah, damn it.
And
what was it doing? What was my last?
You had it
command?
attacking this guy.
Okay, yeah. Well,
But then he fell off.
come
So
back this
it is
way.
It moves 80 feet away from you, as the horse is pulling it. Just keep going that
Oh, I
direction.
attacked the horse. That's right.
You did. One of the horses is damaged. And yeah, they're going to go that way, and then 2 of them are going to take hand crossbow shots at Sid at disadvantage for being out of their minimum range.
You have catch missiles, remember?
I know I do. Thank you. Thank you for constantly reminding me that I'm playing a monk.
It's an 11 to hit on the first one.
Yes.
And that would be a 22, but instead it's a 6.
Oh god.
Yeah, these guys got terrible aim.
I'm so clenched.
It's like you can see one just pointing the hand crossbow right at your face, but then the wagon hits a bump and it just goes sailing right over your head.
Hot. We love it.
And that will be their turn. Bring us back to the top. Back to Sid.
Oh god. I play it safe or do I go for it?
So he is 65 feet away from you right now, by the way.
Oh, he's 65 feet away from me? Okay,
Yeah, because you moved 20 feet away, and then he moved 45 feet away from you, back towards Hannibal.
Okay, fantastic. So wait, how far away from me? Math?
From you, 65.
65. Okay, cool. So I will move my full 45 to be 20 feet away from him, and I'm gonna throw my spear.
Okay.
That is 16.
Yes, that just hits.
Yay! Yay!
It's like he sees it coming, and he like naturally turns in a way that like if he was wearing full plate, the full plate would have taken it, but he's not wearing full plate, so it just like catches him right in the back, and there's the moment of like, that's right, I'm not wearing my armor.
What a wiener.
What a wiener. Okay, that's it's 6 piercing damage, and then I'm gonna take 2 darts at him.
Okay.
First one's not gonna hit.
Okay.
Second one is 18 plus 6.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
4, 5, 6. That is another 7 points of damage.
Okay. 13 total. All right. So you hit him in the back with a spear, hit him with another dart, and he's like,
You're a weenie.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
All right, that'll make it Hannibal's turn. He's
Bonus
5 feet away from you.
Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the wagon to attack the horse it's been attacking.
Okay.
Does that happen now? I don't remember.
It happens after your turn,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, that's my command to it.
Okay.
Kills the horse. Well, it's mentally, so.
Yeah.
Kills the horse. And then I'm gonna move back 40 feet.
Okay.
He doesn't get an attack of opportunity?
He was 5 feet away from you. You weren't adjacent yet.
Okay. 40 feet
You
back.
didn't get up. Yep.
Or 40 feet closer towards the wagon.
So that'd be past him then.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Okay, then he will get an attack of opportunity.
Go for it.
Okay. Okay. So rolling with the long sword. This is a 26.
Just hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Shield doesn't even help me.
Yep. And I believe, if I remember correctly,
No.
I'm gonna
Stop.
check the rules on this, but
Stop
I believe
this.
it says on a hit. I believe a paladin can smite on an attack.
They can, yeah. They can.
Yeah, okay.
On a melee weapon attack, they can smite. Fuck.
Yep. So, yeah, you go running past him, and you just see the bright golden glow of his sword as he swings it up at you. Like
Hellish Rebuke. I don't have Hellish Rebuke. Let's go.
Already it's glowing by the time he hits you with it.
This sucks.
So it's gonna be.
I'm in
Oh my
danger.
Hannibal, no.
I haven't been hit yet, so it's good.
Yeah. That's gonna be 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus.
Get my d20 ready for concentration.
9. 14 points of radiant damage. So it was 25 damage total.
Yep,
I think.
I'm at 12 hit points.
Okay.
No.
So that means
No.
that
It's 12, right?
yeah. So DC is 12 on the concentration.
Natural 1 plus 2.
Okay.
No.
So the wagon is like reaching. You can see it. Like one of the axles reaches up. It's about to punch a horse, and then just it just like goes back to normal.
Okay. Fuck, that sucks. All right. Yeah, I get my.
But you
so
still
I
have
get,
your movement. You can keep moving.
Yeah, I get my 40 feet.
Mm-hmm. So you are. You actually pass Sid.
Yeah, I gotta go away from that guy. Man, it'd be cool if you could use Arcane Recovery as a bonus action. But I already did my bonus action. So. Ugh, this sucks balls. Fuck. Paladin. Tried and true. Firebolt.
Okay.
Natural fucking 20.
Nice.
I wish I took my potion of maximum power right there. Anyways, That would have been 40 fire damage. Anyways,
Yep.
2d, so 4d10 technically. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, gross. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fuck it up.
Oh, that's pretty spicy. 10, 19, 23 fire damage.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Okay. He felt that
Just-
a lot. Yeah, so he hits you, and you almost hit him for just as much as you turn around, pass by Sid, and just, like, turn around, let loose just this miniature fireball. It's like a basketball. Like, normally the firebolts are, like, little. This one's like a basketball-sized
That
one.
felt good.
That just, like, he's finishing up the follow-through of his swing on you, and then turns to, like, follow you, and then you just hit him right in the face.
But
Recoils back, his face is, like, covered in soot and just, like, burned all the way down one side.
I love critting on firebolts. That is my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just marking down that guy has a, if he survives, has a sick burn scar on his face.
I'm
now.
so very upset I lost concentration on
Yeah.
animated objects.
He
I'm
is
so
then.
tense.
That makes it his turn,
Yeah.
Oh God.
and that is gonna put Sid as the closest
Uh-huh.
target.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna step up the 20 feet to Sid.
Oh God. Oh God.
And
Why did I have to use my 3rd level spell slots for pranks?
You know, that is the danger. That is the,
Oh.
all
man.
right, let's see. 2 attack.
Oh God. Oh
It's cocked.
Natural 1.
The 16 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh no.
So he's not gonna bother smiting on this one because, like,
Yeah.
Sid is like
Dead Sid.
barely holding himself up. So
Fuck.
Oh God. Oh God.
that's 14 points of damage. Yeah. So Hannibal, basically, this guy gets hit by your firebolt. His face is like burned and blackened all down one side. You can see like the skin cracking and boiling. His eye is swollen shut, and he just turns around, grabs Sid's spear, yanks it out of his back, tosses it aside with a clatter, walks up, and then just looks over Sid's shoulder at you, and then just right into Sid, and then Sid goes down.
How do you want to do this?
Oh God.
And then he's actually going to complete his movement 10 more feet towards you.
Mm-hmm.
So he's between you and Sid.
Cool.
And that will end his turn. The cart continues 80 feet past.
Yeah. Okay.
And as the cart is leaving, he's just going to say, I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're here or why you're doing this. But you've made a mistake.
Yup.
Now, I give your friend a few seconds before he bleeds out. You can try and save him, or you can try and stop me. Make your choice.
How bad's he looking? This guy.
Hard to say. Like,
Yeah.
he did heal himself pretty good in there, but like, hard. That last firebolt definitely really hurt.
Okay. Just go fuck off somewhere.
You just telling him to fuck off?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he is going to basically, before your turn, step aside and gesture towards Sid.
Okay.
Like, basically, go ahead. Go help your friend.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, that makes it your turn.
Okay.
Or actually, sorry. Sid's turn first. Death saving throw.
Right.
Death save.
Don't roll that one.
I forget how make death save.
Just a straight D20.
Just a straight D20 roll.
13.
Okay, one success.
All right. I'm gonna walk up,
Okay.
eyeing this guy suspiciously.
Okay.
Sid, I just have to stabilize you. I don't have anything else. So I'm gonna do a medicine check to try to stabilize Sid.
Okay, roll it.
21.
Okay.
I am
Sid is
proficient in
stabilized.
medicine.
There we go. Sid is stable. No
Woo.
longer dying. All right. right, and then on his turn, he is gonna just start walking off. He's just gonna start jogging off in the direction of the cart.
Okay. Cool.
And actually, he's gonna start going. The cart is kind of like pulled around a corner at this point. He's actually going to like towards the end of his movement, duck into an alleyway, so he's out of sight.
Fuck. Okay. I was gonna down my potion to maximum power and throw fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say he knows that he felt that firebolt. He's like, and now that I let you, he's like, now that I let you save your friend, I'm not gonna. Yeah. So yeah, he just jogs off, and then unless you would like to go out make chase.
Not with 12 hit points.
Okay.
I'll scoop Sid up.
Okay.
And make my way to the suzerains.
Okay. Do you grab Sid's spear?
Fuck that. No. Yeah, I do. I kind of play with it a little bit. It's like, oh.
Okay.
Is it a simple weapon?
Yeah, it might be, yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm proficient in simple weapons. Just playing with it. Oh, wait, yeah, right. To the suzerains.
Okay. So you got a stable Sid, so Sid, you are no longer dying.
Just like...
Yay!
Yep.
Muscle wizard.
Right. And you can make it back. You pass by the building, which is like, there's embers now. Other people have shown up. There's a bucket brigade going. In addition to like a few casters who are using like control water to just like get water in and start putting out the fires. You pass by there, you can head over and get to the Suzerain's Lighthouse, which is now like lit up much more than it was. It was kind of pretty dark except for like a small light in the top office. It is now much more lit up.
Hello.
You can get to the doors, and you just hear from upstairs. If you hear from like the balcony upstairs, just a second, and then like footsteps coming from inside down the stairs, and then the suzerain opens the door. Oh, good heavens! Oh, come in.
Okay.
Here, can you bring him? If you can't bring him up the stairs, just lay him down on a bench.
I can bring them up the stairs.
Are you sure?
I'm a muscle wizard.
Okay, all right. This way, then. Yeah, this will just lead you up the spiral stairs up to the top of the lighthouse. Okay. And yeah, there's a couch that she's like, yes, just lay him down there. Is he all right? Should I call for a healer?
Most likely. I've only stabilized them. We did our best to stop the fire down with the dogs, but we were attacked by some sort of paladin. Or we attacked the paladin, but they sort of started the fire.
I see. Also looking around, Drew is not in the room, by the way. Xanorn is, but Drew is not.
Oh. Where's Drew?
Xanorn will say, oh, she went off looking for Ilvum. Eye in the sky style.
Great. By herself. She's wonderful by herself.
I mean, I think she said she was going to try and just, like, stay in the air and see if she could spot anything, but, yeah, we never know, so.
That is very not on brand.
We'll see how it goes. And the Suzerain is run down to, like, going to call for a healer to come help Sid.
Xanorn.
Yeah.
The paladin we fought had the same abilities as Ilvum, the grappling and negating magic.
Right, I did see them do that against that necromancer we fought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I currently don't trust Ilvum, but that is for another time to talk about that. This is strange. So, either way, yeah, we got fucked up, as you can tell.
I can see that, yeah.
I got smited.
I hear that hurts.
It is not pleasant. Sid got the brunt of it, though. Sid was very cool, though, during the fight.
Yeah, looks like it. Oof.
I animated the wagon they were on, and the wagon was beating them up, but... Oh well.
That's really cool.
Only...
A little while later, the suzerain comes back up, trailing what looks to be a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Who the cleric kind of comes. Cleric is like you can see some soot and things. Like she probably pulled this person from like over by the fire, who's probably helping people out. Just like comes up, sees Sid, speaks a healing word. So Sid, you are going to wake up with 10 hit points.
Nice.
10 hit points. Cool. Sid is like waking up like in a panic.
Mm-hmm.
Like immediately reaches toward a dart and is like,
Everything's okay.
And you're in the suzerain's office, and then the healer comes over, like spoke the healing word on his way over to you. Gets down, just like looks at you, and like sees that the wound, like the sword wound in your side, is closing up. And just like, all right, you should be all right. If any other problems present themselves, let me know. I'm going to get back to the fire and see if I can keep helping out.
Thank you. What happened? Did he get away?
It was either die or I help you. So chase him or I save you. So I chose to save you instead. But he got away. Was in no condition to keep fighting. I'm pretty hurt myself.
Thank you,
If I wasn't,
Hannibal. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. If I wasn't pulling pranks earlier, I would have just thrown a fireball at them when they were running away. Yeah.
Well, the good news is that he has a nasty burn scar on his face now,
True.
or at
So he's
least he will have a scar.
So he's recognizable. Unless he hides it.
I can the suzerain's like turning around from the door from saying goodbye to the healer. It's like, I can put out a word to the guards that anywhere if you can describe the injury and the person, I can start putting out his description.
Definitely. I will give as much of a description as I can.
Same.
Okay. You'll write it down and then head downstairs. She heads like down. Actually, Xanarn's like, I can take that. Just tell me where to take it to, and I can take care of it for you. And she's like, oh, thank you. And she hands him the letter, and he runs down to bring it to a guard so they can start keeping an eye out for this person and begin the manhunt.
If we find Sid or Ilvem, you're right here, Sid. If we find Ilvem, I am going to want to give them a very stern talking to. Based on, well, not stern, maybe. I need information. It's very suspicious. We're using the same abilities that Paladin was using, the whole negating magic thing when we were fighting the necromancers at the Windwell.
I want to believe that Ilvum is, while involved, is doing so unwillingly. I want to believe that Ilvum was kidnapped, that they have been taken from us. And that is what I believe based on what happened in the last city that we were in with the two people that they were fighting. I don't think that Ilvum may have similar abilities and may have once worked with people like this, but I don't think that it was willing. I don't want to believe that it was willing.
I hope not. There's been some things that make me uneasy. Especially the sympathy and whatnot for Grantar. That's the one that still bothers me a little, based on what Grantar did to me and said to me as a child. I don't know how anyone could have sympathy for that monster.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Ilvum's probably one of the most secretive out of all of us. So I honestly don't know, but I wanna hope for the best. I wanna be hopeful. I wanna believe in them. That they're a good person. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I just almost died. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to process that.
Right. Just answers would be so nice. The original people, the Druid I traveled with, they didn't make me uneasy. They didn't make me worry about my well-being and if I was going to get murdered in my sleep. So sometimes I just want to be comfortable with the people I travel with, you know?
Mm.
I want to be able to trust everyone I'm with. I trust you. I trust Drew. Well, I trust Drew sometimes. She can be a little chaotic. So can I. I'm trying to be better. Um, I just currently I don't trust Ilvam, and I would just like to get to a point where I can trust them. So answers would be good, or at least information of what's happening.
Hmm. Just sort of lay my hand on your shoulder and give it like a squeeze. We'll figure it out. We'll get answers, and if they're not good answers, if if we can't trust them,
We kill
then we
them.
will we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I have your back, and I know that you have mine, and
Of course.
we'll figure it out.
I sure hope so. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Also, I don't know how I feel about Drew's flying abilities.
What do you mean?
They could be useful, but they seem very too powerful. You know the old saying, what is it? Absolute power corrupts absolutely? Or something like that?
Mhm. Well, then the good news, at least with that, is that she doesn't have complete control over it yet.
True. And if necromancers and the such were trying to harness that power, I know I talked about harnessing one of the wells, but I really don't want to at this point. Just seeing everything that's happened and
Hmm.
seeing what she can do, I worry if I have that kind of power, it would corrupt me. And I don't want to be that way anymore.
Well, I think that
Oh,
that speaks a lot more to whether or not it would corrupt you.
oh, I have a
Power,
feeling it would.
power, power can only really corrupt people that are capable of corruption.
Oh,
But I don't think we need to worry about that right now. We have bigger fish to fry.
of course.
But I understand your concerns, and we'll keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as she has us, we'll keep each other in check. That's what we'll do with her. That's what we'll do with Ilvam. You know, we'll
Yeah.
keep each other in check.
Yeah. And also, I don't still know who Xanorn is really.
Xanorn's a wild card. I also don't particularly trust him,
Me neither.
but I hope that in time he will feel comfortable enough to uh, talk about what exactly is up.
Yeah.
I feel
Also,
like he's
it,
definitely running from something, and people don't usually run from things that are good.
for sure, and it was very convenient that he found us on the road when he did. Um,
You think he's like in league with Grantar or something?
n- no, I just think it's very coincidental. Very, I don't know. I just don't trust him that much. But then again, we do leave him alone with Poppy. But Poppy's just an elephant. That's another thing. I love Poppy so much,
Hmm.
but I think it's getting to a point where it's getting a little hard to move about with a giant elephant. Um, and the more I think about it, we drag Poppy into some very dangerous situations. And I think it's worth asking Poppy whenever Drew gets here or back, um, if Poppy is, okay with being brought into danger,
Mm-hmm.
but also if we're trying to be unseen and not be detected by certain individuals like those Inquisitors, having an elephant follow you around doesn't help.
Yeah.
And I think it's a discussion we need to have with the others whenever that can happen, that maybe it's best that we part ways with Poppy. And I hate to say it, but it might be for the best. For Poppy's sake. I don't want Poppy to get
Mm-hmm.
killed just because.
Yeah. It's a very valid concern, and we'll talk about it.
It's also my concern with Moloch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Moloch gets brought into dangerous situations all the time. If there was a way I could safely travel with Moloch and not have Moloch in danger all the time, I would happily do it, but I don't know of ways to do that.
Well, I mean, we can figure something out. We can talk about it. There's also, we eventually, when we get back to Pyre, we will have a house.
And we could just leave Xanorn. No, I don't want to leave Xanorn at the house. Yeah. And on the bright side, when we're traveling on the road, eventually I should be able to help us with a housing situation,
Nice.
among other things. But I don't know. I want to trust everyone in this group. I really do. But.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I wasn't trustworthy in the beginning. I was kind of fucked up. And I did fucked up things. I cut off somebody's ear just to do it for some reason a long time ago. Now, um, I know I'm not exactly the most trustworthy person. Um, I have done things.
I think you're trustworthy. I think you're unpredictable,
Uh,
and to be entirely honest, that scares the shit out of me sometimes, but I trust you. I mean, you could have easily left me to die,
yeah.
but you didn't.
I think if it that was the Hannibal that if that was Hannibal that you met right away first, if I was still that Hannibal, I definitely would have.
And I know that. I'm aware of that, and I'm glad that that you are bettering yourself.
It's very hard.
I know.
Um,
Doing the right thing, doing good things isn't usually easy. It's usually incredibly difficult. There's been philosophers that I've read who believe that the natural state of being alive is that of cruelty. That our first instinct is to be cruel above all else, and that compassion is something you have to learn and actively work for. So, doing the right thing, being a quote unquote good person, which good is subjective, but trying to be good, trying to do the right thing, it's difficult, but at least in my opinion, it's always worth it to try. And I think that it's really amazing that you're trying.
yeah.
I admire you for it. I really do.
I really wanted to keep that armor that we found.
I know you did. I know you did.
These gloves that I'm wearing, you can't really see.
Mm-hmm.
I only bought them because they reminded me of the armor a bit. And I can definitely tell these gloves might not be a good thing. I'm not noticing anything bad with them, just that I can't take them off.
You can't take them off.
No, they're symbiotic. They're not like draining me or anything. There's nothing bad about them. Uh, they're just bonded to my skin. And I've identified
That's interesting.
the shop owner. You know what? This is a good time to do this now that I think about it. Just in case I'm not getting the whole picture.
Mm.
I'm gonna ritually cast Identify on these gloves. Even though I have the item here, I know what they do.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because
For Hannibal's statement. Yeah,
Hannibal never
okay.
did it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna ritually cast Identify on them.
Yep. You learn exactly what they are, what they do, the whole deal with them.
Oh, they're fine. I just can't take them off. Uh,
That's
you could
unfortunate.
Spell, but...
just someone will have to cast remove curse. But I could take these. I could take those off. But these, for some reason, make my hands very more, like I discussed earlier with everybody, proficient in a skill I was not before.
If you wanted to do like that coin rolling
Yeah,
through the
I wanna pull
fingers
out
trick, like you.
I'm gonna pull out one of my 2,000 gold coins and just do like the coin trick in my knuckles. Like, I would not have been able to do this before. I am not dexterous whatsoever.
It is deft and like quick. It's like one of those ones where it's like Hannibal can like do one of the things where like he passes it over the knuckles and then under and like flips his hand over
And I
do
only
it again.
have 3
and, like,
fingers.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I throw it up in the air and I catch it behind my back. Like, I would not be able to do that before. So these are very useful.
That's pretty cool.
That reminds me. Oh, wait, you don't cast spells, do you, Sid? I was gonna give you my. See if
I
you
have
wanted...
one spell.
Oh, what spell?
Message.
Oh, I was gonna see if you wanted my wand. Oh, do you want a wand? Just for fun?
What does it do?
I used it on you before, and I think you were mad at me. It's the Wand of Smiles.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, you just aim it at a person, expend one of the charges, and if they fail on their if they're not very charismatic, they're forced to smile for 1 minute. Do you want it?
I mean, sure. Why do you want to get rid of it? That seems like a very you thing to have.
Because I have a better wand.
Okay.
I have a wand of the War Mage.
Nice.
Just the
Yeah, I'll
thing
take
is, there's a chance this Wand of Smiles can turn into a Wand of Scowls. And it makes people scowl, which is very funny as well.
That's also very hilarious, yeah.
Okay, I give you the Wand of Smiles.
Cool. Thanks.
As you do this exchange, the suzerain comes back into the office and says, "Well, the fire is put out for now, and I think I'll your sibling Drusilla. She said she would help me out with coordination and messaging in terms of dealing with this attack. So she volunteered to help for the rest of the night. But the two of you look like you could use some rest. So I wasn't going to say that."
Is there anything that I can do right now with the fire? Listen, I know I look like absolute garbage and I almost died, but we weren't able to get to grab any of them for questioning. Like, I need to do something. I can't rest until I do something.
Yeah, same.
Perhaps, well, if you could tell us the why of it is something that I'm interested in. Why, what they were doing, why set the fire. So if you can give us any more details, that would be helpful.
All the details that we had were on the note that Xanorn gave you. That there would be a fire. We had no idea it was going to be tonight. We didn't learn anything from the people that attacked. We got in there just in time to see one of them leave. They were dressed as a guard. They went to a cart where I think there were 3 other individuals. And escaped. We have no idea why this is happening. We have no idea what's going on. There's papers that they grabbed I assume, because that's what the note said, was to like get the
Mm.
papers and then set fire to the building. So they grabbed something from that building. Whatever that office was, it was that room, and I'll like describe the room where the fire was originally set.
She starts like she's taking down notes as you're describing all of this.
We could poke around the building.
We can poke around the building.
I have my own guards and people already
Oh,
cleaning it out at this point, but
Okay.
that's
maybe we
curious
But
that
that
they would.
but that's all we know. I know that Ilvum, our sibling, there was before we came here, we stopped temporarily in it's Bastion, right?
Mhm.
We stopped temporarily in Bastion. There were two individuals who spoke the language of these inquisitors. Um, there was like a small like meeting in an alleyway, uh, and there was something written on the wall. I have no idea what it said. I don't speak um, or read their language, but there was a fight. Uh, Ilvum killed one of them,
oh,
destroyed the art on the wall. Another one got away. Um, that's all I know. I'm just as hungry for answers as you are.
yes, same.
Well, you've provided a good amount of information here, and she goes over to like some of her like bookshelves of like ledgers and records, and goes through like searches over, grabs a large like records book and flips through it, and then goes through and starts like comparing the notes she wrote down based on what you said. She said, and she turns around like what looks like a blueprint of the building, and then
Mm-hmm.
points to like a corner of one of the floors. Is like, is this about where the room was that you said that they were in? And she points and basically like orienting yourself after a second. It looks like that's about where it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks to be about the room.
Interesting. This is just a shipping office that coordinates ledgers, shipping manifests, mostly local trade vessels that on their voyages to and from the port, uh, stopping points, their routes and destinations. Uh, hmm. As for, oh yes, yes.
Where is sorry, question for the DM.
Hmm.
Yes.
What is the name of the place where the Inquisitors are originally from?
Farathin.
Farathin.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you know if the only thing that I can think that they would want information on is to hide any possible shipments of anything involving their cause or any people involving their cause from Farathin to here?
That is an astute observation. She like scribbles something down and then like sets the book there on her desk. She says, "We have received reports that these former Ferris, these Inquisitors, as they call themselves, have joined the Loyalists in the war, have offered them their services. And if this office has information on shipments arriving in the city, they could have been looking for information on ships so they could stow away and sneak supplies or soldiers into the city past our lines. It was an information gathering mission for the war effort. That would make sense. I'll have to make sure that we'll have to be especially diligent searching any new cargo ships that come in and increase the guard presence at the docks. But that gives us a place to start at least.
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry if Ilvum has gotten caught up in this. Um,
Yes.
from
I.
what I
Yeah.
from what I remember, they are a nasty group of people. I was still suzerain here back during the war when they were attempting to extend their reach across the ocean and had began their crusade to spread their religion to all they could reach, whether they wanted it or not.
Ugh, gross.
Yes. Luckily, a new king was placed on the throne. The war ended, and the clergy that began all that process were removed from power. But these inquisitors, like the ones here, well, they officially disavowed by their country. They fled across the ocean here, and they've been, as far as we can tell, operating in small cells. Uh,
Ugh.
What's the name of the country now?
it's the country's name is still the same. It didn't change its name.
Okay, it's still Farathan.
Yes. The clergy had placed a puppet king on the throne.
Was he
The actual royal family had fled the invading army of the empire of that continent a century prior, and they were hiding with their friends and familial allies to the west of here, or to the east of here, actually, over in the land of the Sorcerer Kings. And they were found and brought back, and they were found and brought back by Gul'dan, the nation that fought against Farathan in the war, and placed upon the throne in essentially a coup.
Do you think we could get more answers, specifically regarding our sibling in Farathan?
Potentially, though much of the Inquisition has more or less fled the nation. They are very unwelcome there, and in an attempt at countering and making up for their recent history, the nation has begun cracking down on them, which is why there's such a large presence of Inquisitors over here.
Is Farathan, are the current rulers of Farathan aware of the Inquisitors' involvement in your civil war?
I can certainly we haven't had much in terms of diplomatic relations with them, but the presence of Inquisitors here has been largely rumor, and without any hard evidence. We have more evidence now, but without hard evidence, it's difficult to bring in another national body into a civil war without incredible cause, especially given their recent history. They are hesitant to meddle in the affairs of other nations.
Who is there anyone here who leads, like at least commands all the cells of these Inquisitors?
I wouldn't know. If we knew that sort of information, we would know where to strike, but they are...
cut the head off the snake.
Indeed, they are elusive and secretive.
Do you know anyone on this continent that has a particular bone to pick with the
Yeah.
Inquisitors?
Well,
Potential allies?
we do have should I say the Turncoat movement has a Countess of Gul'dan who has a particular bone to pick with them, and she has been aiding the Turncoat movement, providing weapons, ships, soldiers, money, that sort of thing. Her name is Layla Harker.
Layla Harker.
Yes.
Do you know why she has a particular bone to pick with them?
Well, her nation is the one that originally fought them back in the war. Gul'dan, it was the war that changed hands of the throne in Farathan 14 years ago, was fought by Gul'dan, which her father was count of their county at the time.
Do you think we could
In
get...
fact, she during that war she stayed right here in the city with the Keonis, if I remember correctly.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, her father sent her abroad as the war started getting closer to home.
Maybe the Keonis have some information then.
Potentially.
Wouldn't hurt to ask.
Speaking of information, I don't want to be selfish, but it's been eating away at me. Do you have any updates on my situation?
The with everything happening, and especially as
Mhm.
attacks are being closer, we do have we have been expecting a representative from the deep arriving shortly. Should
Oh,
be any day now.
wonderful. Okay.
They should be able to help you with that.
And ooh, yes. Okay.
Yes, coming from Nalshir,
Yes.
closest city in the Marantar Trench.
Yes. All right. Um. Yeah, maybe we should go back to the estate and just speak to the Keelneys and see if they know anything.
All right. Good
Yeah.
luck. Check back in tomorrow. I'm going to ascend Captain KO, and I'll see if I can find someone else to join you at the estate. Just provide extra protection and resources to you should you need to continue any investigations.
That might be a good idea.
That would be excellent. Thank you.
I'll make sure they're there before morning.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Will you need an escort back to the estate tonight, or?
I think that we will. I think we'll be okay. But thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Would that have counted as a short rest by any chance?
Yeah, I'll count that as a short rest. Sure.
Thank
You sat around for a while. There was some waiting.
fuck. Arcane recovery. Let's get a third level spell slot back because I have an idea. But also, yeah, let's do some. Let's do 3 hit dice. Okay. 15 hit points back.
Okay.
So I'm at 27 of 37.
Nice.
And as that's happening, I'm gonna be. I just got the third level spell slot back, Sid. Is there anyone you can think I could cast Sending to for information? I could ask Grantar. He knows, or not Grantar. Master Varro. He knows a lot. Master Varro knows a lot.
You did actually, or did you do ascending to Master Varro?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
regarding
Master Varro said that he would get in contact with Hannibal when he knew anything.
Yeah, I
Yes,
can't
he
remember
said he
what
was
it
going to scry.
What was it about?
You sent him to
though?
scry on Ilvum.
That's right.
That was a scran of him. Yep.
Yeah. I could also just ask about Inquisitors. If he knows anything. Or I could just save my third level spell slot in case we're attacked or something.
What is the name of our Golden friend?
It is. I have my notes, looking through my notes.
My notes are all over the place.
Mine too.
Yikes.
Maybe I should just contact Barbus, and Barbus.
Barbus, and Barbus.
You tailors know anything about this?
You didn't know anything.
Yeah, in my notes I got Reggie, Aja, Drusilla, Sid.
God, what's his name?
Elvem - evil. Was it Bardol?
Oh my god.
I was gonna say names, and then if Sam says anything, we're good. Captain Shozer. Okay.
No.
Dahira.
That'd be one.
Okay, and then there's Karis.
Yes, Dahira and Karis were both representatives from Galden that you met in Pyre.
Which one do
And
we like? Which one was nicer?
Karis is the brother, right?
Yeah, human.
He's the brother of the Stormlord.
So
of
do we contact?
Brother of the Storm. I think we know Karis more. I think contact Karis.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Sending, and
Okay.
contact Karis. Okay, 25 words. Hello, Karis. Hannibal here.
Middle of the night.
Sorry. Need information on the Inquisitors. They kidnapped our sibling Ilvem. That's 15.
Where are we right now? What's the name of the place that we're at?
Kakui or the city?
Akidu.
The city.
Oh, the city. The city is Aketu.
Yeah. We are
Swear.
in
Aketu.
Aketu. Information would be very much appreciated. 25. Boom! Do I level up for that one?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Response. Oh shit.
I'm every word they say, I'm gonna say it back. Oh shit.
Okay. Really sorry to hear about Ilvem.
Really sorry to hear about Ilfam.
Mhm.
I'm back
I'm back
across the ocean,
across the ocean,
Mm.
so I can't help much.
so I can't help much.
Inquisitors are
Inquisitors are
total bastards, though.
total bastards, though.
That sucks.
That sucks. That was the worst sending I've ever sent. Fuck. What a
Well-
waste.
We're aware that they're bastards now.
True. All right. Maybe I should have sent it to Dahira.
AIAB, all Inquisitors are bastards.
That's right.
Start graffitiing that around.
We have a smear campaign at the ready.
Of course.
They don't need one.
Do
They
you
don't need
think?
one. They're the bad guys of the most recent big like global conflict.
Do you think we should head back?
Yeah. Yeah. Then I'll just address the suzerain. Thank you for your help. Most likely we will be back tomorrow. I have some mail for you to send out tomorrow to hopefully garner some support for the turncoats in Ulramar. Hopefully, we'll see. But
Alright, well, thank you for all your help and everything you've done. I understand the fire would have been much more devastating had you not stepped in when you did, so
Yeah.
your help is greatly appreciated.
I'm just sorry that we couldn't do more.
Yeah.
You've done much more than I could have expected.
Thank you. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Alright, so you head back to the estate?
As we get out of the building,
Oh yes.
Okay.
Sid's gonna turn to Hannibal. You feel like looking around some burnt rooms?
Oh yeah. How are you feeling first?
I'm all right. I'm
How-
not dead. I'm not dying.
Same.
Most of my blood is back in my body.
Good to know. Yeah.
Just want to take a little look around. I can't rest yet.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay. So we'll go back to where the fire is.
Okay.
Or was.
You get to the building. It's like the fire's out now. It's still kind of smoking a little bit. It's surrounded by people. There's like guards and just other volunteers and people like working on just like pulling burning furniture out of the building, just kind of tossing it onto the street. From the lower levels, also just like opening up the windows up top and just like tossing desks and stuff out the window to just like get the cinders out.
I don't think we'll be allowed inside.
Is there like a guard? It's like nobody inside. Like
It doesn't look like there's like a guard being like, actually, in fact, they're letting people in to like people
sick.
live in there. They're just like, it's just there's a lot of traffic in and out of just people like going in and getting stuff out and like helping to
Cool.
put out the fires and
Cool.
stuff.
Let's go.
gonna take advantage of that.
Yep.
Okay, just go inside.
Mhm.
Great.
Hello. We're
You're
the
gonna head
people
up to
who
the-
stopped this building from burning down.
Yeah, you say that, you get people say, oh thank, like some people recognize you. Say, oh thank you. Oh, you got my door open. Oh I saw him put the fire out. Like, you get a lot of like thanks and
Oh, that's
as
sweet.
You go through the crowd.
Is there anyone who's looking like maybe a lot of their well-being went up in the flames?
As you get further in, like there is some people, like you can definitely see some people, like they have their doors open, and like the ones closest to that office, like the fire kind of ate through past the wall into their apartment and like definitely got into some of their homes.
Hello, family.
Yes.
Did you lose much in the fire?
A lot of the important things were saved, but about half of our things went up in flames.
Here, have 200 gold.
Are are you with the city, the suzerain?
Not really. Sort of, but not really. I'm just helping out.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is your name?
Hannibal.
Hannibal. All right. Thank you so much.
You're
Like,
very welcome.
goes back in to like let everybody in, like the rest of the family know, like we're not screwed.
Alright. Cool.
Gonna pat Hannibal on the back.
They need it more than I do.
Hmm.
And I think 200 gold's a lot. I'm not sure.
It's better. It's certainly better than nothing. To a lot of people, it's a lot. So, you. That's very helpful. All right, let's take a look at what we can find,
Yeah.
if we can find anything.
Okay. Yeah, you head over into the office, and like it's pretty much like the furniture, like
Fucked.
there are people in here actually, and like the windows are open, and this is where they've started just like breaking down smoldering furniture and just tossing it out the window, because it's just at this point it's just about getting the burning material out, and then like ripping out sections of walls, pulling down shelves. They can just like get to the smoldering bits inside and just like get to the fire so they can put it out.
I think this might be a lost cause to find information.
It's also very damp in here because a wall of water went up
Right.
in this room as well, and like you can see just like papers covering the floors that just like the ink is kind of smearing.
mulched.
Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, also just like from all the footsteps and stuff, like people have been stepping over like ledgers and books and things.
Oh, ledgers and books.
Yeah, well, the ones like on the floor, for the most part, everything is like either burned, water damaged, or stomped on.
Can I just look around to see if I can find anything that's worth finding?
Sure, give me an
Same.
investigation check.
Okay.
Either give me separate ones or someone can roll with advantage.
I have +3 to investigation.
I have plus nothing, so I'll give you advantage.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. So yeah, looking around, you're definitely fighting an uphill battle here because the again, like a lot was damaged, a lot was burned. You managed to like pick through some of the stuff off the ground and like pick up some and like peer through the water damage on them and like see enough. And it basically looks like a very boring office. Like it looks like this was just a records room for like shipping in the city, like where they kept records of current ships and their manifests and like what cargo they have, where they stop, routes, that kind of thing.
No dice.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go talk around
Yeah.
and stuff, just see if anyone needs help or if they saw anything, heard anything.
Yeah. Good idea. I'll do the same.
Okay.
As you're going to leave the room,
I get
Hannibal,
stabbed.
no, you receive a sending.
Oh, fuck yeah.
From Master Varro, just saying, Hannibal, are you planning on going to bed anytime soon? I've been trying to contact you for the past hour, and I'm running low on spell slots.
You can reply for free, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No. I am available. I just can't cast sending any more today.
All right. Another one comes back. Well, whenever you go to bed, or let me know when you're planning on being asleep, because I have a dream, and then we can have a conversation.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
It's like midnight at this point, so he's just like been expecting you to be in bed. So he's been casting dream at you, and nothing's been happening.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. I must learn that spell sometime. First,
Great communication.
I'm looking into polymorph to turn into giant ape. For fighting purposes. Yeah. I'm gonna go find Sid as quick as I can. Just...
Okay.
Sid.
Yeah.
Master Varo has information. I just need to be asleep. He's been trying to cast a spell called Dream to talk to me in my dreams. But he's been wasting spell slots because I'm not sleeping.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and you want to head back to
Yeah.
the place? I'm gonna hang out here just for a few minutes, just talk to some people,
Okay.
and then I will catch up with you.
Of course.
And you can go ahead and go to bed.
Sure, just in case I get stabbed on the way. Mage armor, staff of defense. Let's go.
Okay. So, Hannibal, you're gonna head back to the estate. Sid, you're gonna stay and poke around a bit.
I'm gonna poke around a little bit. I'm seeing if people are okay, if they need help, and if they saw or heard anything.
Okay. Just make me a charisma check, just like kind of ask around and see if you can get to the information you want quickly.
Would my AC be 14 because the staff of defense gives me a +1 magic bonus, or would it still be just 13 with mage armor? Because it's 13 plus your dex modifier.
Because what is the +1? Is it just like +1 to spell attacks and damage, or?
Staff of defense gives me a +1 bonus to my defense, +1.
Oh, okay. Class. Then it would be that stacks, yeah.
Okay, so it'd be my AC is now 14. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna run back to the Keone estate.
Okay.
That's a 18.
Okay. So you kind of just ask around. You can tell. It seems like because this is kind of a public building, because it seems to have like public offices and things like that. A lot of the damages are going to be covered by the city. So
cool.
The people here are generally going to be okay.
Shit.
I mean, like, it's always helpful.
Yeah.
That's why they asked if you were with the suzerain, because it was like, oh yeah, here. So this is quick. Like, basically, our insurance payout showed up night of. That'd be great.
Extra cash.
Yeah. Asking around for any witnesses, like, it's hard, but you manage to get like some people that say that, like, yeah, they saw a guard like walking through the hallways at night, which they thought was weird. They thought like maybe the guard was like looking for someone or something, but that was about all they saw, because the guy was dressed up as a guard, so no one really thought twice about him until like the building was on fire.
Okay, the tracks. All right, cool. Then I will head back to the Keone estate.
Okay. Hannibal, do you just like head upstairs and go to bed?
Yeah, instantly.
Okay.
I'm
Takes you a
tired.
minute, you eventually fall asleep. As you do, you start dreaming, but pretty much immediately, like before your dreams can even take any kind of shape, you find yourself standing in Master Varo's house, as you remember it.
This would be a good spell for pranks. Anyways.
And then Master Varo kind of comes down the stairs. And, there you are. I was wondering when you would arrive.
This is so cool.
Yes, it's very, very helpful for long-range
I
communication.
pinch myself to see what happens.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really hurt.
Huh.
Yes. This allows us to have full conversations no matter the distance. This way, as long as you're asleep. And much better than sending. We don't have to worry about a word limit.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So, I did a scrying spell on your sibling, Ilvum, is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, perhaps it's better if I just show you. This is all I was able to get, and he like gestures at a wall, and like the wood paneling just kind of like melts aside.
Okay.
So you can see through it, and it's some weird vertigo, because it's like as soon as you're looking through the wall, it's as if you're like suddenly looking down, like it's as if like direction shifts.
Okay.
Because this is a dream, and reality can be whatever he wants it to be, and he's very
Totally.
and you can see like it's weird. It's like flashes, and like the whole image is like warbling and wavering, and like it looks like the best way you could describe it is like it looks like a bad video signal.
Cool.
Or like the way that like it would actually like look. And like you can see Ilvum, you can see like a couple of shadowy figures on either side of them, but the figures like never fully come into definition, and like their surroundings keep like jumping and changing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It looks basically like and you can see that they have hands on Ilvum. It looks like, despite Master Varo's level of power, the spell is being resisted. The scrying was being resisted, basically. So you get like patches and bits of information and images, but the spell wasn't able to get a good image. It does look like Ilvim is. Hang on, I can tell you exactly what Ilvim looks like. Yeah, it looks like, from what Master Varo showed you, it looks like they are outside city bounds. They are definitely like a little. Ilvim's looking a little beat up, like there was a fight.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, they're kind of like. It looks like they're kind of going along now. Like it looks like they're just overpowered and trying to just like, go along and figure out a plan.
Okay.
At this point, but it definitely looks like Ilvim is not going along with willingly, but that's all you can get before the scrying spell was cut off entirely.
Okay.
And then the image kind of clouds over and fades, and then the wall just kind of like regrows over again, and then you're just like staring at a wall again.
Oh. That's not foreboding at all. Ominous.
Yes. Oh, 1 second. My computer's not plugged in. Oh, there it is.
I'm sorry your
Screen just
computer's not plugged in, Master Varo.
Yeah, right. My screen just like went. My screen just like faded and went into battery saver mode. I'm like, what's it doing that for? Oh, I never plugged it in. But yeah, the wall kind of just like turns back into just a wall in front of you as the scrying spell ends.
Master Varo, do you know anything about these Inquisitors?
A bit. They were. Oh, yes.
Sorry, I noticed Ilvim and them have the same abilities. Ilvim, when we were at the Windwell, was like holding on to a necromancer, and the necromancer wasn't able to cast magic. And these Inquisitor was sort of doing the same thing and negated my other siblings' magic arms, radiant monk arms.
Yes.
Monk arms.
Well, that is an ability that, from what I understand, originated from these Inquisitors. Study of the ability has been difficult, given that very few people that have it are willing to subject themselves to study. It has made itself. The ability has shown up one other location. In a there's a area across the ocean to the west of Farathin known as the Imperial Remnant. It is the some also refer to it as, for a time it was also a region referred to as the Hydra's Crown War. Just somewhere near a dozen petty kings all propping themselves up in a castle and fighting over land and territory. No one, for each one that fell, two more just popped up, and it was essentially warlordism in this region.
Do you think it would be a good idea to go there to get answers?
Potentially. It is thousands of miles from here, but the only reason it's shown up is because one of the leaders, known as the name was the Bloody Duchess, was the name that people gave to her.
That's a cool name.
She employed a group of warriors known as the Phantom, or known as her Phantoms, that exhibited very similar abilities, and the running theory is that she or someone within her court may have been an Inquisitor or a former Inquisitor.
Interesting. Okay.
So, as far as we can tell, Inquisitors are where this ability originates, but anyone trained by them or trained by someone who has been trained by them would be able to replicate it.
So Ilvim was most likely trained by them.
Quite possibly. I can tell you that, being wizards, we at the university certainly want to be made aware of its limitations.
Oh.
For obvious reasons. It primarily works on magic of the body and arcane magic.
Oh, this is big. This is big brain notes now.
It has no effect on divine magic.
Interesting. Because it's divine itself?
Yeah, well, it has to do primarily. We think it has to do with the primarily we think it has to do with the nature of the different types of magic. Magic of the body, similar to the arms you mentioned your friend manifested,
Yes.
and arcane magic. These are personal abilities. Magic of the body, of course, ki, as I believe monks would call it, is a sort of magical energy within the body that they learn to tap into.
Interesting.
Arcane magic, we shape
Yes.
the ambient magical energies of the world around us. There is
Oh, this is so
uh,
cool.
sort of a well, there's magic all around us. It permeates the air. It is in everything and all around us, and we reach out and gather it and direct it. Divine magic, on the other hand, is different. Divine magic requires a specific relationship,
Oh,
particularly with a deity,
oh.
in which the person in question creates a link with their deity based on their faith and belief that provides a small measure of power to a deity. Now, from what we understand, the Inquisitors, the method they use is a disruption. It introduces a little bit of their own magical energy into the victim, and they provide a disruption. They disrupt the flow of magic.
Interesting.
You can't disrupt the flow of because the magic is being granted to a divine magic user. There's nothing to disrupt. It's an external source.
What about individuals who are attached to an entity not through divine means, if you know what I mean? Like, does that count for like warlocks as well?
It depends on the warlock, really. Different warlocks use their magic in different ways. There was one known instance of a warlock resisting the ability.
Okay.
A woman named Esther Kirk. She was a criminal. She ran a sizable organized criminal organization that specialized in magical items and reagents. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead.
Oh, that's sad.
But she had made a warlock style pact with an angel, and it was found that her abilities were unable to be blocked by the Inquisitors as well.
Okay. Do we
So-
know that Ilvem's patron is an angel?
I don't know if
I'm not sure if we. I don't remember.
Oh,
if we
I do.
know.
Sid
I
does.
do.
Sid has seen. Yeah, Sid has
I've
actually.
met him.
Okay. I don't know that. Okay. Fuck. All right. I'll write that on my notes anyway, just because it's interesting. So, divine beings, like, so if
Yeah.
the warlock was attached to an angel, not like if they're attached to like a fiend or an
Correct,
aberration.
yes.
All right.
Correct. Yes. It's largely believed that the reason is because an angelic or celestial presence is one actually is provides a divine link, and two, they're more present. A fiendish patron grants internal power for them to be able to use themselves. It's not a continuous link as it is with divine magic.
Interesting.
Um,
I
This
think
does-
I think the arcane is much more easier to understand.
Oh, yes, certainly, yes. This does, however, include nature. Those who draw their power from nature. That, for the purposes of this, we will say that that functions in a very similar way to divine magic.
Oh, so my sibling Drusilla, who's a druid, she might be immune to these effects.
She would be immune to the effects. Yes.
Oh, that's good information. Thank you, Master Varo.
It would be yes. An Inquisitor would not be able to prevent her from casting her magics.
Interesting. These Inquisitors sound dangerous for people like us.
Very much so. Yes, they cause quite a problem. They're also, from what I understand, specialists in espionage and stealth.
Makes sense.
And all sorts of other skullduggery like that.
They burned down tried burning down an office full of shipping manifests in Aketu, and they're part of the whole situation there right now.
I see. Well, be careful.
They might be taking Ilvem to, um, shit. What's the name of that place? They're taking Ilvem to where all the bad people are in that civil war.
Yaka.
Iyako.
Well, I wish the best of luck and health to your to Ilvem then. But I'm sorry to hear that.
Mm. Yeah. It's. I. Yeah. Hmm. This is a very cool spell still. I can't get over it. Do you know when I'd be able to use it?
How far along are you coming in your studies? What are some spells you've mastered recently?
Counterspell, Tidal Wave.
All right. You're getting close. They wouldn't be in your next round of spells you would learn, but the one after that.
That does remind me about my next round.
Yes.
I've been reading this book. Can I produce the book in the dream? Like a copy of it, essentially, not a real version of it.
He would basically what he would do is like you reach for it, and then he kind of like there's nothing there, but then he kind of like nods and allows it, and like
Sick.
gives you a small measure of control, and then like there's like a swirling of mist in your hand. The book just appears where it should be.
Oh, cool. Karzal's Demonology.
Ah, yes, I'm familiar. Yes.
I've been reading about the summoning of demons.
Ah, dangerous practice, but
Very dangerous, yes. But I know there's a safe way to do it. You need a blood of a humanoid that's been dead for 24 hours. You can like draw a little protective circle, and if you stand in that circle or beyond the circle, the demon can't pass through the circle. Or can't harm you. You're smart, Master Varo. Is there a way to cast that spell without the blood? Because in my studies, the blood is only if you want to protect yourself from the demon. Could I just summon the demon as a distraction and run away?
potentially, but the demon would be your concentration on the demon. Part of the spell provides a measure of control over the demon. As soon as you lose your concentration on the spell, however, the demon does not vanish; it stays.
I understand.
And they tend to be fairly hostile. If you wanted to do so, if you wanted to do so safely, the blood element provides the benefits for free. But if you wanted a magical solution, the producing a magic circle of your own would provide the same benefits without the necessary blood component.
Because I'm very keen on learning this spell. Not for evil purposes, but for more... I'm not as scared of demons as I am devils.
Wise. That is wise of you.
I know devils, they can offer you things and you can... Deals from devils could be intoxicating, I imagine.
I've read stories, yes.
But demons, I feel like... the Inquisitor summoned what I imagine was adjacent. They summoned a fiend that we fought. Were these Inquisitors that we fought? We fought someone, and they summoned...
It was the border guards.
Yeah, these border guards summoned a fiend. And it was very useful to them in the fight. And I think getting the aid of one of these, and I point in the book to a Bulgura, would be very cool.
That could be certainly helpful, yes.
So there's that. But I am studying the path of transmutation, so I'm very curious about polymorph as well.
That is a classic spell. Yes, very, very helpful.
Turn myself into a mammoth and carry my friends around. You know. Yeah, I just wanted to ask what you thought of the demon idea and if it was a bad idea.
I would say be careful, but you know, I'm of the mind that no magic should be forbidden totally. But
interesting.
So just be careful. Just make sure you know what you're doing. Take precautions.
I will take all the precautions I can. I just don't know how I would reliably, if I don't have Magic Circle, reliably keep getting blood from someone who's died within 24 hours. Unless I just go to morgues or something and be like, hey, do you have any corpses I can harvest?
That would be difficult, yes. I suppose, I mean, you do find yourself in combat situations frequently. If you've already felled a foe,
Just take their blood.
yes, make use of them in that encounter.
Excellent. Um, Thank you, Master Barrow.
Of course, and good to hear from you. Glad to hear that you're doing well. Seems your studies are progressing
Well, they're
very well.
progressing very well. I might even find out who my parents were.
Oh, really? Well, good for you.
I might be part. I might just be putting words in people's mouths, but I think I might be nobility.
Oh, well, your lordship. Thank you for deigning to grace me with your presence.
You're welcome, Lord Varro. Oh, that reminds me. Before we go, I don't know how this
Yeah.
works. Don't know how much time I have.
Oh, you have the entire night until you wake up.
8 hours. Wow.
Yes.
Or 6, depending when I went to sleep. I went to sleep instantly, so 8. Um, you said you don't think any magic should be restricted.
Well,
Obviously, there are things that should be restricted. You think?
I suppose so. Yes. At least to those who can use them responsibly.
Can I confess something?
Yes.
I wanted to kill the person who basically, took me from my family and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I thought following the path of lichdom might be the best approach,
Oh dear. Oh well.
but I'm not going on that path anymore.
That's good. That's good.
I feel like that might be bad.
Yes. That's not a good idea by any means.
Hmm. Like, is it possible to be a good lich? Not an evil one who's, you know, lasting forever to do good.
Potentially, but the energies involved and
Is bad.
the transformative process involves many things that are difficult to do as a good person, and it has certain effects on the mind and body. And
Yeah.
so
I worried as much. It was just a thought I had originally about it, like, oh, that could be fun, but I'm trying to be a better person now. Um, Following the path of Sid, trying to be better. Um, you know, when we first met, I was practicing artifice.
yes, yes, I remember.
I miss it sometimes, being able to magically attune myself to 5 items instead of 3 was really useful. um, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about now. I'm just sort of rambling.
That's all right.
Hmm. I have a spell shard. now.
Ooh, those are quite rare.
Yes, I have one. It's been a lot of fun. I haven't used it yet. Um, hmm.
Well, shall I let you get some regular sleep then?
Yes. Does this impact on my sleep at all?
Not whatsoever. It could potentially, if I wanted it to. You
Oh,
could resist it, but then it could provide you damage and prevent you from gaining the benefits of your rest. And yes, it could be. It could be. It can. Yes, it has harmful effects, but I can. That's only if I choose to.
would anyone know you're communicating to me in this way?
No, no.
Interesting. So, say Ilvim's gone for still some time. We still can't get together with them. I could send them a sending spell. Tell them, when you're sleeping tonight, I'm going to talk to you in your dream. Tell me all what you can about your situation. Then I could cast Dream and then speak to them without any
Yes.
sort of.
Yeah, it's undetectable from the outside.
Thank you so much, Master Vara. I'm going to sleep now.
All right, go ahead. What would you like to dream about?
Is there any way, this is a long shot, we could delve into my subconscious, into memories I don't remember, and try to figure out who my parents were?
That would be a bit. That would be a bit much. I can.
It was worth a shot.
Yes.
I thought it would be possible because there might be a memory in there somewhere. Um,
potentially an application. I've never thought about it before, but potentially an application. But just we would probably need to be in the same place to do that.
All right.
It'd be a bit more intense.
You can shape my dream.
Well, I can shape the yeah. He like waves his hand, and it's like the whole like room you're in just kind of goes whoosh over, and like suddenly you're standing in the streets of Tyre, and then you're like whoosh, you're standing in the middle of the sky.
I could play a prank on my siblings and make them dream silly things.
Yeah, potentially. I have complete control over the dreamscape here. Yes.
I think for tonight, I would just like to dream that I'm home. I don't know what that will entail, but who knows?
All right. Well, I'll leave you to it then. And he
All
just
right.
kind of like steps back. You're all like the last place he leaves out is the two are just standing like in just an infinite sky.
Cool.
And he just like steps back and just fades out of existence. And as he does, the dream fades into whatever home would look like for Hannibal.
No fucking idea.
Okay. Maybe bounce around between a couple different ideas, senses, realizing that it's kind of trying out different things about what they might look like.
My lab without cohis. Maybe a better lab too that wasn't so like dank and dark, and then just a nice big wizard tower floating on a cloud.
Nice. Okay.
That's the goals, y'all.
Yeah, spend the rest of the night dreaming. Sid, you
Yes.
get back at some point. Hannibal's already in bed asleep.
Cool. What time is it right now?
Oh, it's like 2 a.m.
Oh fuck.
Fantastic. I am going to get some just nice like relaxing tea.
Ooh, nice.
Just something to chill with. And I'm gonna just like quietly check on Hannibal, make sure he's okay.
Mm-hmm. Peacefully
Oh,
sleep.
love it.
Drool.
I'm gonna go, like, just sipping my hot tea. I'm gonna go check in Ilvum's room.
Okay.
Just
No
kind
one's
of
in
look
there.
around.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything of Ilvum's in their room?
I think like their like travel bag might be there. Their instruments are gone. They brought them with them to the performance area.
Oh,
They're just sort of like their camping supplies and stuff. Well,
Uh,
the ones they have.
do I want to be that asshole?
Yes. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna. There's gonna be this brief moment where Sid is sort of standing in the doorway to Ilvum's room, holding this hot cup of tea, and playing with his silver flame holy symbol necklace. And then he's gonna walk into the room and close the door and go through Ilvum's things.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't really find too much actually. There's looks like they have like a chest, and if you open it up, you can see they have like ink and paper, a lamp, some scrolls, but looks like perfume, oil, sealing wax, soap, normal luggage. The papers probably have like song lyrics on them, mostly that they were writing. But I don't think you find anything interesting or incriminating in their stuff that they left in the room.
Okay. I'm just gonna look through like the rest of the room for anything hidden.
Okay.
Not just of Ilvum's, but just anything hidden.
You search around for a while. You don't really find anything like hidden or kept away.
What a Glock.
Okay. A Glock under the pillow. Ah! God. Whoa.
Gun wizard, cast Glock.
I just realized I could turn Sid into a Gloctopus when I get polymorph.
Turn me into a Gloctopus. Okay, then I'm going to I'm gonna check Drew's room. Is Drew back or is Drew still out?
Drew's still out, and actually, like, as you're like looking out like her window, you can see just like a little streak just like fly through the air, through the sky. Looks like she's doing like messenger duties for the suzerain.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my room. And I'm going to meditate for a little bit. Try to process, to calm down. Why are you me?
I was like, were you anticipating something? Like, what am I missing?
I'm just gonna finish off my tea, just try to meditate and calm down, and just try to process everything that happened from the chase to Ilvum being kidnapped to just fucking everything, to almost dying. And I'm going to again sort of fiddling with my holy symbol necklace, my silver flame pendant thing. And for the first time in his life, Sid is going to pray and ask that Ilvum is okay.
Okay.
That they are safe, and then Sid will eventually go to sleep.
Okay.
Cleric multi-class.
All right.
I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes either.
Also, or paladin multi-class, smite on the
Yes.
smite on the unarmed strikes.
Yes. Yep. There you go. Done.
I liked what you did so much that I decided to learn how to do it.
Oh, so badass. That's badass.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually be really sick. Oh no, now I'm serious.
Smite on the astral arms too.
Oh god, and now I'm thinking about it. No.
No, never mind. I was gonna say, if they're being channeled with like divine magic now.
We'll see.
That's spicy.
Anyway, both of you wake up. The sun is high in the morning sky. Your long rest. You sleep. You're feeling much better.
I slept.
Oh god.
Yeah, you really slept. It is, it is late because you were hurting and up late, so it is a ways into the day, and you can actually hear like sounds of voices coming from downstairs.
I run to Sid's room. Quietly knock.
Huh. I get up, I open the door.
I hear voices, but also I have lots of information regarding Ilvum and the whole situation. Should we check out the voices first?
Yeah. Let's go see what's up.
What if it's a dangerous situation?
Does it sound dangerous? Is there like people yelling, or is it just quiet conversation?
Quiet conversation, occasional laughter.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're cool.
All right.
Let's go. We'll go downstairs.
Down the stairs.
Okay. You go down the stairs you get into the kitchen. You can see Captain KO is down there. Hama the monk is down there.
Yeah.
Hama.
As well as a woman that you don't recognize.
Firebolt.
Stranger danger.
She's a blonde woman in her like early to mid 30s, wearing a like very like it's like somewhere across between like finery and armor. It's like
cool.
It's like leather plates on like a nice tunic and like half cloak type situation with a lot of deep green colors. knee-high leather riding boots, and she's kind of like leaning back in her chair, propped up with a cup of coffee in her hand. And there is just a great axe leaning up against the wall behind her.
Oh no, she's hot.
It's Layla Harker.
And the Keonis are also there at the table, and they're all of the three of them are kind of like having a conversation and laughing. And Captain KO and Hama are kind of just like awkwardly off to the side eating.
I'll laugh too. Ha 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 ha.
And then the Keonis will see you come over and it's like, "Oh, good morning. We understand you got in late last night."
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully we were quiet.
Yes. Well, if we can, I believe introductions are in order. You wanted to meet with our guests, yes, Layla?
Fucking knew it.
Oh my god,
I
it
knew
is
it!
Layla Harker.
And chat's even spoiling it, so.
The woman turns around and sees you and is just like, "Hey, yeah, I'm Layla Harker.
I knew it.
understand you," and she points at Sid. I believe you know my friend Amanara. Met at the racetrack. Said some.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Small world. Interesting.
Yeah. Wanted to have a conversation with you.
With me.
Yes, and then the I was actually already on my way over this morning when I got a message from the suzerain saying that I should come speak to some people about some information about Inquisitors, and then I really wanted to come over and talk to all of you.
We think
I understand now there's only two of you.
Yeah, they kidnapped our one sibling, and then are their siblings like flying around in the sky?
Yes, one of our siblings is helping the suzerain with some messages, etc., and our other sibling, Ilvam, seems to have been kidnapped by the Inquisitors.
Which I do have information on. Now.
Let's take a walk in the garden.
Yes, garden.
She stands up. Oh, I forgot to. I think I might have said she had long hair. She doesn't. It's like a pixie cut.
Cool.
She's hot.
She stands up and just like swings the great axe onto her back, just like into a holster there. Just like, thank you again for the breakfast. It is exactly as delicious as I remember it. And both of the Keonis are just like, "Oh, it was so good to see you again. You should come by and visit more often when you're in town. So nice to see you." And then she walks. She starts to walk out. As she does, you can see Captain KO is just like from behind her, looks at all of you, is just like, question mark, thumbs up. Okay. All right. She'll lead the two of you out into the garden. And as soon as you're out of earshot, she's just like, "So let's start with the weird, cryptic espionage thing you said to my friend at the racetrack."
I don't think it was that weird or cryptic.
Well, it was. You kind of said some stuff and then just kind of walked away. So that, from what I understand, that's the story that she tells it anyway.
It was kind of style points.
I'm confused.
Apparently, Layla has a friend. Ilvam and I met her at the racetrack. Found out that she does some riding for the in favor of the turncoats in the war effort. And I sort of casually mentioned that there are always people in Ulramar looking to make some money, and war is a great moneymaker.
Yeah, so let's talk about that, because that was very much like maybes, and I'm very direct, so I just want to know.
Me too.
Cool. What's that about? Or are you offering something? Is there something to be had here? Because this war is tough, and we could use all the help we can get.
I am personally planning on getting into contact with my grandparents, who are the heads of House Wayfarer in Ulramar. I can't promise anything, but I'm planning on contacting them on behalf of the turncoats, potentially for some assistance, and there are other noble houses in Ulramar who may be willing to assist. I don't know, but it is an avenue that I intend on looking into that others can look into if they so choose.
Okay.
I sort of
Alright.
got the understanding that you need as much help as you can get. So I
Yep.
figured that a few extra avenues to look into might help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely would be helpful. Let him know that there would be money to be had. We will pay. Uh, Aminara will probably handle it. She's pretty much our key logistics officer in the turncoats.
Interesting. Should I have them should I give them information to contact you or her?
Take your credit. Take your credit. Go make sure. Is this your first? This is your first time, or this is your first time negotiating wartime aid?
Yeah, just about.
Okay. Now I do this because a lot of the turncoats are my friends. I stayed here when I was a teenager for a while. Got caught up in the movement when it was first starting out. Made some friends. Now it's a personal thing for me. But for you, if you're just looking to make people money, take your credit. They should run through you. You should be the gatekeeper here, and get your family the influence, the credit, and everything. Don't let people. You're the middle person. You're the middleman here. You're the one. You're the one. You don't want to let other families just start directly meeting with us. That takes your advantage out of it.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate the honesty and the guidance.
Mm-hmm.
But I will see what I can do.
Okay.
I can't promise anything, but I will certainly try. This isn't. I mean, obviously, money's nice, but personally, seeing what's been going down, I haven't been in the city long, but uh, the loyalists are working with the Inquisitors, and the Inquisitors stole my sibling. So,
And they suck.
All Inquisitors are bastards.
They are.
I have information regarding the Inquisitors and our kidnapped sibling, though. My wizard master spoke to me in my dreams last night.
Cool. I hear they can do that. Yeah.
It's very cool. I'm gonna do it soon. So our sibling is definitely not willing to be with them. They looked like they were sort of beat up and going along just because they're overpowered and outnumbered. They're outside city bounds, and the others that our sibling was with were obscured by shadow, almost like my master Varo. He scryed on our sibling, and he couldn't really see much information regarding the others.
That magic canceling ability of theirs is weird. It probably had something to do with that.
And I learned things about their magic nullifying. I'm sure you probably
Okay.
know already, but
Somewhat familiar.
so it works only on arcane magic and magic produced by the body. So like your arms, Sid.
Okay, so key.
Yes. It is immune to they cannot nullify divine-based magic. And it's like a disruption ability. Some warlocks, one known instance of a warlock resisted, but she's killed. She's dead now. Estra Kirk, I believe her name was.
I've heard of her. Yeah.
And divine beings are the exception for warlocks. So if a warlock is bound to a divine being, they're immune to that ability. But also druids are as well, because their magic comes from nature. So druids cannot be affected by this nullifying ability, and we have a druid flying up in the sky somewhere.
That's also good news for Ilvam. Or good or bad news, depending.
Why is it good for Ilvam?
They're angel.
Oh, they're
Their patron
their daddy
is an angel.
is an angel.
Yeah, angel daddy, yeah.
Angel daddy. Okay, that's good.
So, wizards,
Yep. Unfortunately.
monks,
Interesting.
literally us.
What if I was
Literally us.
What about Thuergy wizards? Anyways, yeah, our people.
Barbarians to an extent. Layla will add.
Interesting. Are you a barbarian? That's
You could say that, yeah.
Can you teach me your ways?
Eventually, someone taught me.
Oh, multi-class time. All right. So yeah, unfortunately, if they get their hands on me, I am powerless.
I
Yeah, keep
think
your
we should
distance.
probably notify Hamma about this.
Right.
They should know.
Hama is also, though, half druid.
Yeah, that's why they should know.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's worth sharing. Hmm.
We'll tell them when we get back
That's the
inside.
information I got from my master in my sleep time.
Well, that certainly helps. And based off of what happened, uh, have you talked to the suzerain lately, Layla?
Yeah, this morning.
Okay, so you've been apprised on the situation?
But just a little bit, yeah.
Has there ever been an instance where an Inquisitor has been sort of made to be an Inquisitor against their will?
Oh, constantly. That's the only way they recruit. Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
The
Continue. Sorry.
the Inquisition was a secret organization put together like 20, 30 years ago by the Ferathan clergy. They basically, it started off as a thing where they went to prominent nobles and they found the nobles that had like third, fourth, fifth, sixth kids, the ones that weren't going to inherit anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, hey, here's a way for them to serve your country and have good relations with the clergy. And then they took them as kids and they started training them from childhood to be monsters.
So,
And after that, once they started getting more bold, they pretty much just started taking kids and training.
do you think that's what happened to Ilvem, Sid?
Well, Ilvum supposedly is noble,
And
so
Ilvem has the abilities that they have.
that makes sense to me.
What would happen to somebody if they left the Inquisitors?
Well, in theory, it should be nothing because the Inquisitors are the official institution is gone. The Académie du Inquisit, as it was called,
Terrible name.
yeah, was ransacked. The kids that they were keeping there were rescued. The Inquisitor leadership was killed. Just agents around the world and other ones that managed to escape that are the remnant we have now. So there are people that have escaped. They're around. They were kids. They're adults now, but...
So why would they kidnap Ilvem?
Well, Ilvum did kill one of their own.
Oh, in
In Bastion. Kind of put a target on their head, I assume. Who's in charge of the Inquisitors now? Is there...
Good question. From what we've been able to tell, we being people that make a habit out of hunting them down, they're not one body. They're not one organization anymore. They're a group of cells. An Inquisitor gets it into their head that they're the new Grand Inquisitor. They start building up followers, training new Inquisitors after them, and they try to see how far they can get. This is probably the most successful group of them we've seen, but still, for the most part, it's just splinter cells spread out across the world trying to do their best to claw their way back to legitimacy.
And yeah, from what I saw, they have a sibling outside of the city limits.
They're probably camped somewhere to the north, near Yaka.
Should be
either in the city or around it.
Would it be a good idea to go after them?
If you did, you'd be facing up against them, the Platinum Chain mercenaries, and the Menagerie Pride mercenaries that are all camped south of the city.
Well, shit.
Which you can try it, and they're I don't know why the turncoats need all this, I don't know why the loyalists need all this support or what they're planning or what they're doing, but I mean, seems like they're specializing in just hiring the worst sort of people they can get to help them. But
you said the Platinum Chain mercenaries and the what mercenaries?
Menagerie Pride. uh, monster tamers. That last one.
Interesting.
Their leader is from what I've heard, their leader is supposed to be a very talented monster tamer who prides himself on capturing and breaking monsters until they do what he says. They have
Gross.
their camp is like half a zoo.
What if
What we need is more information and more people.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if no, there's no way Master Vara would send other people from the academy.
Sounds like you need some legitimacy here. You could be if you were part of this whole apparatus here. That would be really helpful. You could get all those resources and people.
How do we do that?
She kind of
Wait a minute.
She kind of looks at you and she's just like, I don't want to assume or
Yeah,
anything.
no.
Based on the appearance, I kind of figured you were.
I'm dealing with that right now. I'm trying to figure out who my people are because I was, taken as a child, so I don't have information about myself. But someone's like, "Hey, you're a deep one," so maybe I have connections.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
I did hear there was supposed to be a deep one, like caravan boat. What I don't know what they call it. Just how they travel. They're supposed to be getting here this afternoon, I think.
This afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I
Wonderful.
think that's the person that the Susan was talking about.
Yeah, are they from? Yeah, they most likely they'd be from Nalshire.
I think that sounds right. Yeah, probably.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I think they should be getting here this afternoon. So if you wanted to go over and meet them,
That's a good idea.
might be able to help you out, maybe.
Kill two birds with one stone.
I think that's step one. I also don't know if it would be useful, but loyalists like nobility, and here I stand.
And you think you could infiltrate them?
Potentially.
Dangerous, gutsy. I like it.
I do too. It's pretty badass.
A bold move.
Yeah.
Difficult, but hey, worth it. You said you were going to get in contact with your family, right?
Yes, I was planning on sending out some mail today via the suzerain.
Okay. Tell her to send it through the South Point Trading Company, and I'll make sure it's get some expedited shipping.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I have a vested interest here.
I can only think of one hiccup about the infiltration plan.
The fact that I'm not a great liar.
Not that. Well, that too. The Inquisitor that we fought and that got away.
I can always say I turned sides.
Or you could just kill them. Oh no, they're dead. But yeah. Yeah, you could lie, you'd say you turned sides. And to do that, would be a really good way to sort of get their loyalty. A really bad fucking idea. You could bring me in as a prisoner.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. That could allow us both to infiltrate. And I could use my...
I'd say let's get some more information.
Of course.
Let's meet with this person who's meeting with the suzerain, and we'll call this Plan F.
Plan F.
Or fuck it.
For fuck it, we're gonna die. Plan F. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Right. What's Plan A? All right.
All right.
Cool. I'm very nervous all of a sudden.
Don't be. Relax.
I will relax by relaxing.
So, Layla, have you been in the city long? Are you planning on being in the city for a while still, as long as this is going on?
Oh yeah. I'm of the official liaison to the war, to the Turncoat War effort from my country and my county. I've got somebody else sitting on, with the throne back home. There's like 40 other counties. It's fine. It's small. It basically runs itself.
All right. Oh boy.
Besides, we decentralized to more of a democratic government anyway, like 10 years ago.
Nice. Love that. Man, this is a
Cool.
lot.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Huh. Oh, Ilvam.
Well, good luck with everything. I'll be around.
Thank you.
Hang out on my ship mostly. If you want to come find me, I'm over by the docks.
I am well acquainted with the docks.
What's the name of your ship?
Oh, good question.
Well, it depends. I mean, I'm usually on a golden ship. Just head for the docks. Look for green sails. That's
Green
mostly what it is.
sails.
Got it.
What sail color should we avoid?
Blue.
Good to know.
Well, no, that's not true. I'm sorry, Reflex. They're fine now. They're our allies. The new king is great. I've met him. I was at his coronation. We're good now.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have some work to do. I assume you have some work to do. So
Yeah.
Always.
we'll be in touch.
Mhm.
Stay safe.
Cool. You too.
Do you know where these people from Nalshir are going to be going?
I don't know where they'll be going, but I think they tend to be noticeable when they arrive. Bit of a show of it.
Much like myself.
More so.
Cool. Easy to point out. Easy to find, rather.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just meet them when we meet with the suzerain.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Layla. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Cool. And we'll go. I'm gonna go find Hama.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Hama's in the kitchen with.
Oh, Hama.
Yeah, Hama's over the kitchen with Captain KO. They're finishing up their breakfast. I was like, "Hey, how's it going?"
It is going all right. We have some things that we need to discuss with the both of you.
All right, cool. Lay it on me. What do you need? I've been assigned to follow you around and keep an eye on you and help you out. So whatever you need, we'll provide it.
So, what do the both of you know about the Inquisitors?
Very little. Yeah, not a lot.
Okay, so basic rundown. All Inquisitors are bastards.
Mm-hmm.
They're working with the Loyalists.
Mm-hmm.
Kidnapped our sibling Ilvam.
Yep.
They have an ability that negates magic dealing with the arcane and the body.
Yep.
So, and I look at Hama. So, key, no go.
Okay.
All right? Nature magic, divine magic, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
if you run into an Inquisitor, now you know. Tell your friends. Tell everyone who needs
Tell
to
everyone, yeah. I'm
Okay,
fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. Captain KO is just like he like pulls up one sleeve and you can see he's got those wrist tattoos again that he used to do like some limited magic effects. And he's like, not sure if these will work, but it's worth testing out.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Is that arcane or is that body based?
Neither.
Are you a warlock?
No. These were a gift. I served underground with the Drow for quite some time. These are gifts. I think they said they were gifts of Lolth, though, so I don't know where that lands.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah.
23.
Okay. Those are definitely magic tattoos.
Yeah.
So they house and hold their own magic effects. Based on what you saw him do, you would get one of them is cast the web spell.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure the other one would cast spider climb.
Cool.
And you're not sure, but this is the part where it's like it depends on how they were produced. If it was literally a gift of Lolth, they should work. If they're just a regular magic tattoo, no.
Is Lolth a bad deity in this world?
Good question. You've been reading the cosmology.
Yeah, I have.
Lolth performs a function. Lolth performs a function. I'll put it that way. Lolth is a
Lolth is hot.
Lolth is not good, but Lolth also like wants to continue the functioning of the universe.
Okay.
You know how in your house spiders tend to set up like in windows and gaps and things like in the walls, and they prevent other insects from getting in.
And they deal with the problematic insects.
Yeah, and they deal with the
Yeah.
problematic insects. Very similar. Lolth helps fill the gaps
Okay.
to the material plane. There was a ancient problem of the. Actually, real quick, make me a history check with advantage because you've been reading both demonology
Okay.
and the Great Wheel.
With advantage, that is a 21.
Okay, then you would very much, yeah, you would have read about this. There was a time in ancient history where the creatures of the hell, the demons and devils, fiends, found their way into the material plane, and the way they found their way in. What are we doing?
We're stretching.
Stretch. It says in the chat to stretch.
Oh, okay.
Chat said stretch.
You said stretch.
Yeah, chat said stretch.
When did we get these redeemables?
This week.
Okay. Basically, there was a time when fiends found their way to the material plane underground and started trying to dig their way to the surface, which is actually how the Underdark was created. A group of this was discovered way late in the game, and a group of primarily elves, dwarves, and gnomes went down to the Underdark to try and fight back the tide. It was going poorly. Lolth showed up, and it was just like, hey, I notice you're having some problems there. For some worship, I would happily help out. And they're like, sure, we'll take all the help we can get. Lolth showed up and provided help, which is also changed the ones participating in the fight, gave them enhancements that allowed them to fight better in darkness and underground, creating the Drow, Durgar, and Svirfneblin.
Cool. Deep gnomes.
So, yes, and the deep gnomes, and that is where they eventually discovered that like they were no longer adapted to the surface, and that's why they continue to live down there, despite the fact that there is very little demonic and fiendish incursion now.
Lolth is just so cool in general. Okay.
So Lolth is very much like a deal making, like probably the best devil type, like the best evil god, like selfish but helps out and like will provide services in exchange.
Okay, cool.
And and through the history check, you would also know that a lot of times nations of the world will send like soldiers down into the Underdark to fight alongside the Drow to just help get experience. And just like because like there are occasional like fiendish incursions that make their way in, and like also just like the other creatures of the Underdark, like Illithid, for example, and other nasty things that like to live down there. They help prevent them from getting to the surface, and since that is just a thing that benefits everyone, people like Captain KO get sent down to help the Drow like stay in their cat. It's like a French Foreign Legion type deal.
That's so cool. So like none of the weird like problematic Lolth stuff.
Correct.
From like other settings. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, cool. Appreciate it because Lolth's best. Anyways,
Yep.
Yeah, I think he'll be good.
All right.
Lolth's a deity, so it's divine based, so you should be a-okay.
I don't know. The only thing is I don't know if the Gift of Lolth was a figurative thing or a literal thing. So I'll have to find that out.
Yeah, he'll be trial by fire.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
I think a sword works on them either way. So
yeah, I wish I was better at using weapons. I'm pretty strong. I've been trying to learn how to use this, and I pulled the rapier that Ilvum gave me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I'm not trained up in it yet. It might take some time. I could just multi-class into fighter and be done with it.
Take 2 levels, get action surge.
I'll go Eldritch Knight, obviously. Yeah.
Okay, well, now you know. Tell all your friends.
Cool, yeah. I'll let them all know. I will also let mine know.
And if you hear anything about the Inquisitors, let us know.
Please.
Because we really want to get our sibling back.
Mm-hmm.
And,
preferably not in a body bag. Or Dead.
Preferably not dead. Yes.
Okay. All right. So what's the plan for today?
Uh,
Well,
go-
later in the afternoon, we're meeting with the suzerain.
and the people from Nelshir.
I did hear something was coming in today. I think should be pretty soon too.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like 2 in the afternoon right now. You
Gone.
two slept in late.
sorry.
Okay.
Love you.
Okay. Well, while he's getting ready, I'm gonna go out into the garden and do a little bit of training. I want to work. I want to work on being able to do Ascendant Surge.
Yeah.
Okay. You
wanna-
you trained up and you got the basic version, right?
I got Rising Surge. We're
Yes, you
going
got-
to that next level, baby.
Okay. All right. Start practicing. You haven't actually used it. So the main thing is also you haven't actually used it in practice yet. So like you're kind of working on theoreticals right now. It will require
Okay.
some just like in order to eventually get Ascendant Surge, you will need to like actually use it in combat.
What is
Oh, I gotta use Rising Surge.
Yes.
Duly noted.
What is this?
Like at least once or twice. Maybe once.
It's not a thing that you know about. Sam made it.
Oh, I was like, oh, are you changing to Ascendant Dragon Monk? Because that'd be sick as
Those are cool.
No.
cool.
Okay.
Homebrew
So
stuff.
what am I doing for training?
Make me a wisdom check to see how you do.
Wisdom check.
Natural 20.
That is not a natural 20, but that is just a straight wisdom check?
Yep.
A 12.
Okay. Making a little bit of progress, yeah. You're keeping up, basically. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Rising Surge is the one that's easier to practice. Ascendant Surge is the one that you want to use very sparingly.
I want to practice stuff.
Ascendant Surge is the one that will kill me.
It could.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about
Y'all
it.
got cool things to practice and play around with? I look at books.
Hey, don't worry.
Magic's cool.
Magic's
worry about
great. Wizards are the best class.
Make your own spells.
I am.
Yeah, that will take time and research.
That reminds. Fuck. I was gonna do that last night before I went to sleep.
Yeah, well.
Shit. I forgot to start doing that. Oh well.
Yeah, well,
Okay. And then I'm going to go change into my fancy clothes
okay.
so that I look not like crap, and also
Okay.
probably wash my fighting clothes because they're like probably soaked with blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Good. All right, so you're both dressed
Yes.
Yeah.
and ready to go. All right, so where are you headed?
Yes.
Running to the suzerains.
We don't need to run. We can just walk.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so you're heading to the suzerains then.
Yep.
Also, I forgot to tell you. Because I have cantrip formulas, optional class feature. When I took my long rest, I swapped out Mind Sliver and went back to having Mage Hand.
Okay.
Because Mage Hand I miss so much.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, you two can head over to the suzerain's office. As you're getting there, you can see that like people are starting to gather up in the streets, and the suzerain is actually like standing on the steps leading
Ooh.
up to the lighthouse,
I'm so nervous.
and she's hello. You
Hello.
can hear like from the direction of the docks, you can hear like the faint sound of what sounds like horns being
Love it.
played.
Love it.
Nice.
And yeah, she's like, yes, we have quite the visitor arriving. I thought it would be a emissary of some kind, but it appears that the third-born prince of Nelshir is coming.
Fuck.
So,
That's big.
yes, Prince Karzis will be arriving.
Prince
Is arriving, if I don't miss my guess.
Karzis.
Mhm.
Did I put this person under allies or enemies?
Sid's so
Karzas.
stoked.
How's it spelled?
Karzas.
Cool. Third Prince of.
Nalshir.
Okay.
How do you spell it again?
Karzas.
I'm so excited.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so stoked.
A prince, though.
One of two things is gonna happen. This is gonna be really good, or someone's gonna die.
What if I get executed?
Just executed on the
Yeah.
spot.
It's been real. There's a backup plan in place. I cast Clone. I want to learn that spell too so bad. But it's so... Yeah, no. Anyways.
Yeah. You can hear, like, the sound of drums, and it's like a miniature parade is starting to make its way up in this direction from the
this
dock.
is so much, Sid.
I'm just...
bum,
Prince Henri, fabulously.
Prince
Ollie.
Narcissus.
I'm putting just my hand on Hannibal, and I'm just sort of like being a comforting presence, like, just breathe, it's alright, everything's gonna be okay.
Should I speak differently? Like, hello?
No.
Okay.
Be yourself, 100% be yourself. Be
no.
polite. Be polite, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Be polite. A more refined version of yourself, but still be yourself.
Easy.
It's alright. It'll be okay, just breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you can see it getting closer. Like, eventually the procession turns onto the street, and you can see a group of, like, local Triton soldiers who have, like, taken up, like, a escort formation. So you can mostly just see the group. People are starting to, like, come on, like, over to the sides of the street to watch and observe, like, what's happening. You can tell definitely that, like, the instruments being played, you can hear those horns playing again.
Yeah.
They are definitely conch shells that have been turned into instruments. You can't quite see the individual, but you can definitely make out like a small group of people with those like head fins, just like Hannibal's.
Oh.
Cool. Like moving forward, it looks like there is a group of deep ones here. They get closer, and as they get closer and come down the road, you eventually can see. You can start to make out the group. You can see that it's like an outer layer of regular Triton with a cluster of what looks to be like almost ceremonially dressed deep ones, with larger deep one kind of like in like the front middle, like very broad shouldered, two head fins actually, like kind of like in parallel side by side.
Hot.
Built with like the haft of some kind of weapon coming up over his shoulder. He's wearing armor that looks like it's made out of some kind of like treated like chitinous like crab shell or something.
Cool.
Like it's basically plate mail, but it looks like it's made up of like the armor plating of a gigantic crab.
So they're badass.
Yeah. And you can see, let's see. As they get up to the front, the group kind of parts, and the big Triton steps forward as they kind of like the rest of the procession kind of moves into a semicircle in front of the steps of the suzerain, and the suzerain takes a little bit of a step forward and then bows, and then
I bow too.
Okay.
I bow as well.
And then the prince steps forward and says, "Suzerain Dalen, it is very kind of you to accept us here in your city. It seems that you are doing a wonderful job at keeping the place safe. So,
oh my god, that's
good job, and thanks for having us."
I love this guy.
This guy's great.
And you can see there's a look on her face when he talks. Then she straightens up and says, "It's very nice to have you, Your Majesty. We are honored by your presence. We have a place, quarters set up for you for your visit. It is an honor to have you here." And then he's standing there. His his gaze eventually turns to Hannibal, who's standing
Yeah.
like right next to the suzerain. He's like, "Oh, hey, I didn't know there was another one of us here. Did we send an emissary ahead or something?"
Hello.
Hi.
You're cool.
Oh, thanks. And the suzerain says, Your Majesty, this is the person I wrote to you about, we wrote about. He was raised away from your people, actually, and we're just hoping to learn more about them." It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hell yeah, dude! All right."
Oh man, just
he's
surfer
kinda like
vibes.
Yeah. He's kind of
Love
like
this guy.
looks around and he's the third son. He's not the one that takes his job seriously.
Totally.
We love him. We love him.
I'm the second son.
He looks around. He's like, "All right, I think we're good here, folks. You're great. Thanks for the escort. That was cool. Horn players, you're awesome. Appreciate the music." Turns back to like the Deep One guard and just like, why don't you head back? Why don't you head over to wherever we're gonna be staying? Hold the place down, get it set up, get some food going. I guess I'm gonna talk to this guy. Also, as he turns around, you can see that he's the weapon on his back is a maul, where
course.
the head of it appears to be some like treated coral, so that it's like nice and light and has like holes that the water can pass through.
So
But
cool.
looks still strong enough to pack a wallop.
That's cool.
That's sick.
And then he turns to the crowd. He's like, "Good to be here, everybody. Nice to meet you. Love your city." And they're like, "Yay!"
I love this
Applause
guy.
and everything. And like the crowd eventually starts to disperse.
Oh.
So hi, I'm Prince Karsus. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Maybe, but for now, I'm Hannibal.
Cool. Nice to meet you. Oh, I should do the official thing. I'm Prince Karsus, scion of Kolgoth and Prince of Nalshir.
I'm Hannibal, apprentice to Master Varro. And this is my
Cool.
sibling Sid.
Cool. So is there a
Pleasure
place
to
you want to
meet
go to like? Oh, nice to meet you. Is there a place you want to go to like talk, hang out?
Oh, I didn't really think this far ahead. Is there any place you want to go and hang out?
I'm pretty hungry. That was a long trip.
Oh, same.
Yeah. Have you been in the city long?
A few days.
You know anywhere good place to get food?
Not really. Not yet.
Hey, Suzerain Dalen. Yes, Your Majesty. Where can we go to get some good food around here? Why don't the two of you? How about I can host you on the grounds of my home, and I'll send for some food for you. Oh, that'd be awesome. Thanks.
Is it alright if Sid comes along? If they want to?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to
Sure,
come,
sure.
Sid?
Yeah, I'm down.
Cool.
All right. So where do you live? She's like, right this way. It's not far.
Must be nice to have a house.
Mm-hmm. And she leads you all like down a few streets. Well, he's just kind of like looking around, just like observing everything, just kind of taking it in. Just kind of he's kind of just like constantly nodding at everything. Just seems
This guy's so
enthused
cool.
by everything he sees.
How old do they look?
It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's really you're not really sure because you don't know how
Yeah, true.
Brighton and Deep
Yeah.
Ones really age. You're not like the signs are different.
How tall are they?
Pretty tall. He's pretty tall. He's probably like he's over 6 feet.
Yeah, so am
Probably
I.
a little shorter than you though.
Yeah! Cool. That weapon of yours, the maul, it's
Yeah.
very cool.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I
Oh.
used it. I actually used this maul to kill the giant crab that I made this armor out of.
That's very cool. I wish I had that kind of stuff. But you see, and I conjure the mage hand.
Oh yeah. I got that. I see. Cool. Nice.
But I'm strong too. I just never have a reason to use my guns. So they say.
Yeah. Nice. You work out.
Yeah, push-ups.
Nice.
I usually do one-arm push-ups.
Oh, nice. Oh, sweet, dude.
Yeah, maybe you could teach me how to fight.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you kind of remind me older. You kind of remind me. My older sister also does magic too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
She's the like dignified
Oh
and like scholarly and like one that like talks to people.
no, not me.
So, hmm?
No, no, thank you. I'm
All right.
laid back.
Yeah, nice. Me too.
You know, Sid here is the you know, fancy one.
Oh yeah.
Relatively fancy. I try.
Nice, nice. Ah, you know, someone's got it. Someone's got it.
I also have a two-headed dog somewhere.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
I've heard about dogs.
yeah, they're so cool.
Nice. All right. So eventually you get to the like fairly modest house of where the suzerain stays. It's like not too big, but it has like a nice little front yard kind of garden area. There's a wall, like small wall around it. You'll at least be mostly covered. You're sitting behind, and there's like a little garden table. And she says, "I'll go get it. I'll go get some food prepared for you, or arrange for some food. You can sit here."
No fish for me, please, or seafood in general.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Been disturbed ever since I was able to talk to one.
Yeah, no, I got that. Yeah, yeah. You can get over it eventually, but it does freak people out a bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never knew I could do that
Oh yeah. Oh, we should talk.
until I came
Just a
here.
bunch of protein. Protein for me. Yeah.
Yeah, steak.
Oh, nice. I heard about steak.
Me too. Never had it.
Oh.
Ah,
So yeah, the suzerain will go off to get food for all of you. Karza sits down, like plants the maul like an armrest on the ground.
so cool.
So all right, so you're one of us, but you didn't know you were one of us.
Yeah.
Or something. I skimmed the letter.
So yeah, cool. Um, so when I was a child, I guess I was taken very young because all I remember is growing up in a laboratory essentially,
Oh no way.
in a Gith enclave. Yeah, uh, for like 40 years.
I thought it was like 30.
Well, 30 some odd years. And I'm 40 apparently. I don't know how old I am. I just sort of guessed. Um, uh, we're saying my 40th birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thanks. I don't know if it's true though. No idea who my parents were.
Well, you know who one of them was.
Well, Grantar.
Yeah.
But I don't know who like my deep one parents would have been. Um, and the only reason I found out of my heritage was in Bastion when I met someone called Konos, and they told me that they called me a deep one. I'm like, I don't know what that means, and here we are,
Yeah, yeah.
just
Well,
looking for answers.
all right. Well, what kind of questions do you have? Maybe I can help out.
There any deep ones who kind of have the same facial features as me?
Maybe.
Mm.
I don't know. I haven't really done like a survey of like all of us, but
Do you know if any families had a child taken away or given up 30 some odd 40 years ago or so?
uh, hmm. I feel like we would have heard about that. I would have been really young though.
No.
I would have been just a kid. So,
But how old are you?
oh, I'm like actually, eh. Yeah. Well, I'm the second youngest in my family, so I have I have two twin sisters who are younger than me. That's it. And I'm like 50, so I've been
Oh.
like, I mean, like youngish.
Yeah, we age differently then.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. 200 years I heard we could live up to.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, now
Um,
you mention it.
yeah, anyone who's like given up by a Gith or something. Or given
What
to a
you
Gith.
keep saying? GIF. What's a GIF?
Dickheads. No. They're like astral kind of travelers. The one who took me, his name was Grantar.
That name sounds familiar, actually.
Great.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Apparently, he's the one who like made me.
Oh shit! I just remembered why that name sounds familiar.
Why does it sound familiar?
I think Grantar was the name. So okay, so my dad died when I was like pretty young.
Yeah.
I think Grantar was the name of my mom's boyfriend when I was a kid.
Wait, are we brothers?
Wait, well, so when I was like, you said
That'd be
like
pretty
30,
cool.
30 some years ago.
Yeah, I'm 40 now.
Like 40 years. Okay, so like when I was a kid, there was a time like I just remember like mom's boyfriend like just kind of up and left one day and broke up with her, and she was really sad. And I think she said something about like kid egg something stolen. I don't remember.
Can I meet?
Are you my baby bro?
Yo, I think so.
Oh my god, baby bro! And he just like leans, like knocks the table over and leans over and just like gives you just like a big bear hug.
Yeah, I look at Sid and go, I do the same. This is wild. Why is my accent so different?
I don't know. I mean, I think accents come from where you grow up. I don't know where you got that.
Me neither.
Dude!
What's my real name?
Oh, I don't know.
Whoa. When are you going back to see your mother? Or is she passed?
I don't know. Oh, no, she's around.
Oh.
Mom's around.
Cool.
Yeah.
So wait,
Mom's the. Oh, shit. Oh.
am I a
oh.
prince?
I think so, yeah.
Whoa!
Then you're a prince.
Holy shit. That's so cool. So am I the fourth prince then?
Well, so you're the wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd be the sixth born.
Damn. Wait, I have
baby bro.
like actual siblings.
Yeah.
No offense, Sid, but like this is huge.
None taken. That's fucking amazing, man.
Yeah. Okay. So let me run through them real quick.
Okay.
You got Maris.
Maris.
Mahras.
Mahr what?
As.
As. Okay.
Mars is the oldest. He's like kind of like uptight and all about the rules and like doing things right.
Oh, Sid would get along with them.
He's the crown prince or whatever.
Rude, but okay.
It's a joke, Sid.
Then there's my sister I told you about. She's the magic one. Ishoden.
Ishoden.
Yes. Ishoden.
Ishoden.
And then there is me, Prince Karsus, the warrior of the family.
Clearly the coolest as well. I'm gonna put in brackets, brother.
And then there's the twins. I've always been the second oldest. I've been second youngest. Now I'm the third young. I got three younger siblings.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Wow.
So there's Eston.
Eston.
Estyn.
All right.
She's like, I mean, she kind of takes after me. She like, followed my footsteps a bit, but she's more like she's like captain of the guard now. So she was more about like working with other people. I'm more the lone wolf type. I like to go out into the deep and fight monsters because I'm awesome.
That's cool.
And then her twin, Eston's twin, Arolyn, Arolyn.
All right.
She's kind of quiet and like, I don't know. She was always sneaking around. I don't really know what she does, but she does something. Her and Eston work together. I don't know. They do something in the house.
Whoa. What's your mother's name?
Oh, Mom. You mean our mother's name?
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
Queen Enlyn.
Queen Enlyn.
Enlyn.
Wow. Do you think do you think everyone would want to meet me?
Hell yeah, they would, dude.
Wow. We don't have the same dad though.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, my dad's dead. He died a long time ago.
I'm sorry.
Like, You died a little bit after. You died a little bit after the twins were born.
Hmm.
Which, you know, it's sad. But
My dad sucks.
oh yeah.
No, he's a dick.
Fuck that guy.
So he told me. So get this. He told me that the way I look was a mutation.
What?
That I wasn't actually like I was just a mutant.
What?
No,
That's so shitty.
he's a
Why would he
dick.
do that?
I don't know, but I want to kill him.
He's like your dad, right?
I think so. He's also Sid. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
very confusing.
Wait. You two have the same dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the same mom. Are we bros?
I
Don't think so.
no, because we do not share a parent.
Huh.
I'm Hannibal's
Okay.
brother,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not brothers. I don't think.
No.
We'd
No.
be like bros by proxy. We'd be like proxy bros.
I think so. Yeah.
Proxy
Bros.
Proxy bros. Fist bump.
Now I want to learn how to fight so we could like go to the deep together.
That'd be pretty cool.
Like I can
That'd
do
be pretty
this,
cool.
and I like throw a firebolt up into the air.
That's pretty sweet.
Not effective underwater.
Oh no, not at all. Fire and water do not mix.
I can also create zombies.
Oh, that's really neat.
It's
That's cool. That's
Fucking-
sweet.
And guess what else I'm learning how to do when I lean in.
What was it?
To summon demons.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
you are hardcore, my man.
I do my best. It's nice
Right.
to meet someone who appreciates it.
Hell yeah, baby bro. I'm all about my baby bro. Never had a baby bro.
I have never had a. I have technically. I'm the oldest out of the four I've been traveling with.
Mm-hmm. And come to think of it, yeah, you have always been the oldest of like the enclaves and everything. You've always been
Not
the
anymore.
oldest
Man,
Well,
yeah.
of the enclaves of the half gift. Yes.
Oh, this is so cool. We joked about me being nobility. We joked about it because didn't think it'd be too. But holy, this is
Prince Hannibal, dude.
Prince Hannibal. That's what I'm going to tell people to call me now. Unless
Hell yeah, you are.
unless I know what Mother was going to call me.
Oh yeah, well,
You
find
should-
out.
Yeah. Is there any way that Hannibal that you can meet your mom?
Yeah, yeah. When could that happen?
I don't know. We'll figure it out though.
Yeah, totally. Cool.
Could you come visit? It's not that far away.
Yeah, I could. I don't know what my other siblings are. They cannot breathe underwater like myself.
We might be able to figure something out.
Hey, I got a question. You want to
Yeah.
arm wrestle?
Oh hell yeah!
I'm not super
Pick
muscular.
the table back up.
Yeah, I'm not super muscular, but I mean, I can do one-handed push-ups,
Oh sweet.
and I did break someone's neck with my bare hands.
Dang, dude.
We were-
All right, let's go.
Yeah, athletics.
Yep.
14.
Is that a? Hang on.
This is
That's
so
gonna
cool.
be 26.
Oh,
Bang! It's like one of those like nice metal garden tables. Like he hits your hand into it so hard the top dents.
Oh, oh,
Oh wait, hang on. I can buff that out. He like leans out underneath it and just like bang pops it out. It's still like a little crinkled, but like he fixes it.
hey, want to do that again?
Hell yeah, dude! As you
I cast enlarge on myself.
Oh,
Let's go.
all right. He like reaches. He's like his hand like wraps around your thumb.
Do I get advantage by any chance? I know
You
the
do,
spell
yeah.
doesn't give you it, but
I'll say you do, yeah.
fuck yeah. 21.
Ooh, he got a dirty 20. So yeah, you actually like it's a slow process, but you manage to push him over like, and as you do, like food shows up in like little like
And
almost like
concentration.
hotel carts. All right, let's dig in, little bro.
Yeah, totally.
All right, and as you all get up and grab food, and Hannibal finishes arm wrestling his brother, that's where we're gonna end the session.
Oh, so cool.
Mhm.
Hey,
Prince
Prince Hannibal!
Prince Hannibal. Oh man.
Oh my
So
god,
cool.
I'm so stoked! You have a family!
We joked about it.
Mhm.
We joked, and it's real.
I've been
man.
keeping a straight face for a very long time through those jokes. Let me tell you.
It's so
I'm
good.
changing my character sheet name to be Prince Hannibal.
Nice.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm so stoked. We need to go. We need to meet all
Level
of them.
up.
We need to meet your mom.
You guys, no, not yet.
Oh man, yeah, that's so cool.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody.
New favorite
Today I learned
NPC.
that a California surfer voice is
Perfect.
Love it. I love him so much.
Hannibal learns his actual voice isn't his real voice and has, "Hey man, it's so cool."
Starts
No.
talking like his brother.
Cease.
Of course.
No one in the rest of the family talks like that. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah, just
Aw.
him.
Just him.
Almost cried. That was real cool.
I might cry. I might cry after I leave. I'm so happy. I'm so happy
Me
for
too.
Hannibal.
Oh man.
Justice for Hannibal.
Yeah, finally.
2K21, it happened. We love it.
Man, oh man,
Yeah.
so cool. What's Hannibal's real name?
Good question.
I want to find that out. Have fun making that up.
Maybe I already have.
Oh yes,
Ah.
it's
All right.
Momoa.
Jesus.
Okay.
I'd be cool with it.
Love
Man,
Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. That was
Yes.
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah, that was great. Oh man, thank you, Sam, so much.
Yeah. And come back and see us next week to see where this goes.
Yeah, yeah, and also come see us Wednesday night at 10:30 because essentially it's that party's last long rest.
Oh, what?
Basically,
Ooh.
you guys got like 2 left in you, basically. So
Okay. Oh, boy.
Nice.
good night, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good night for me.
Bye.
It's my dinner time. Bye bye. Oh no.